I'm gonna assume that he's like white still a little bit, right?
Well, maybe he's not from Compton, so in that way, yeah, he's not white.
That was retarded.
You know what show I've been watching? The No-Go Zones.
What is that?
It's on Amazon Prime. Yes, we are live.
Oh, you told me about that yesterday.
It's basically like, you remember I was enamored with that show where they would go to all the different prisons and show what the life was like in the prisons?
Yes, you talked about that a lot.
Now I have this other show where they go to the worst neighborhoods in the worst countries or whatever. Like, I only watched a couple episodes. They went to Cape Town. Gnarly as fuck. And they went to the Philippines and they show the prostitutes, they show the dudes. Like, I don't understand why these dudes allow themselves to be filmed doing this shit, because they're doing crazy criminal activity on front of the camera. It kind of, like, the shit they were doing in the Philippines, I'm watching it like, this is cap. Like, these dudes are actors. Because they didn't, the way they were talking to each other about the crimes that they had just committed sounded fake as fuck. Like, oh, you went and you got this stuff from him? Okay. It's like, bro, I know y'all don't talk like that. Like, it was like too specific. It felt like acting, but in general, it shows you like, oh no, I just watched Jamaica. That's the one that I actually thought was fake in terms of the gangs.
My dad has been promising me since I was a child that he was gonna take me. And I always was kind of like, I wonder how the fuck, is it like a third world country there? I don't know.
I went to the Jamaican slums, bro, and that shit looks crazy.
I heard it was crazy.
Why'd you go there?
I was just in Jamaica. We had to drive through the shit.
But they took you to the slums.
That shit looks crazy.
You gotta stop by the set one time at least.
When I went to Cape Town, we were driving to our hotel, which was in a fairly nice area, and oh my god, the areas with no running water and shit out there, bro, it is the craziest shit I ever seen. And the fact that it's like 2 miles away from the nice ass areas, like you know,
from the nice resort.
We're used to income inequality because you could go from Compton to Beverly Hills, and it's like, oh, they're like a half hour apart, and like whatever, one is really nice, one's not. The areas are so much worse. Compton is nice. Don't get it twisted. But the areas are so much worse. The level of income disparity is just so much crazier.
It's getting crazy even out here though. Like, you'll be in a hood ass section and then literally across the block it'll be some newly renovated ass.
It's called gentrification.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's called.
Where we all begin to be gents.
That's where all like I even
see. Is that what it means?
I don't know.
I'm a ladies and gents. This is gentrification.
You remember that show, G's and Gents?
That's where Riff Raff is on.
Yeah, that's where he come from, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, origin story.
Who else
you should have been on there?
No.
What about if we get you on The Bachelor?
I would like that.
Because, okay, so Danny Mullen, the dude I just interviewed, who's a very hilarious comedian, and probably a lot of people in the chat right now are like, oh my God, you interviewed Danny Mullen. That's so sick, because he's got a lot of YouTube fans.
Yeah, he's
but
funny as
his homie that he films a shitload of videos with was on The Bachelor. I mean, he's a good-looking guy. He's I don't know, it's actually Leo something. He's like a big, he's decently like muscular guy. He's got a good facial structure, handsome dude. Pause. Long hair. They put him on The Bachelor, vibe. And yeah, he is very like Fabio vibes, like, you know,
he's like Thor,
like the cover of a romance novel and shit.
Yeah, that's
it's totally his vibe.
Dude, bitches still like that? Is that still the vibe?
Apparently on The Bachelor, but I think they got like the Black Bachelor now, right?
That's what it's called now.
The Black Bachelor.
There's no way that's what it's called.
No, but they had a Black Bachelor. But I do agree that there should just be a spin-off called The Black Bachelor. That's a great idea.
That's the gentrification right there.
The nigga bachelor.
That's the opposite.
I know.
Hey, wait. $1 million idea. I'm opening a Benihana truck called Nigga Bachi.
You're definitely getting shut down.
You'd be a millionaire by the end of the week, bro. That is a great idea. Despite the fact that your hibachi would probably be really bad.
Why? Why would my hibachi be bad?
Because you have no experience with cooking any kind of food, never mind hibachi, and never mind out of a truck.
First of all, I'm going to have Tuck God be the executive chef. Shout out to Tuck God.
Yeah.
I think cigarettes would be in the rice.
Yo,
yeah,
what?
definitely. Cig butts in the rice. You can just order a cup of Henny. It gets shut down.
That's a good idea.
Cigarettes in the rice.
Yeah, ketamine,
like
corn dogs.
Ketamine,
Hennessy,
corn dogs.
Like Hennessy and hibachi.
Actually, that's a great idea. And also, just the name, though.
Yeah, I know.
Honestly, really almost any food truck that if you put the N-word in the name, I feel like it would be a success.
I don't think so.
Think about Egg Slut.
Nigga slut.
People only go to Egg Slut.
Egg nigga.
There you go. Yeah, that's better. But think about it. Nobody goes to Egg Slut for any reason besides the fact that it has a crazy name.
No, it's fire.
It is fire.
It is fire.
N-word slut or whatever it's going to be called is going to be fire too.
But I got a place now called Egg Tuck. It's fire though.
You have to tuck your dick in between your legs before you go in?
No, it's
you got to tuck a blunt like as you walk in.
What is Egg Tuck?
Egg Tuck is fire.
Is this your business that you started and you're just low-key promoting it?
It sounds like Melrose or something.
Egg Tuck.
Yeah, it's fire.
Big Tuck.
I hate all those fucking like Uber Eats restaurants that just like skinny girl pizza or
You know it doesn't exist in real life.
Bitching burgers.
Bro, they all have the same
like
address when you're looking through the Postmates app. That's how you know that they're all fake.
Man, you got to do some deep investigation on these fucking restaurants. You can't just be ordering from anywhere. You feel me?
Yeah. What's that shit, Mr. Beast? They had Mr. Beast burgers.
Mr. Beast
But you know what that is that Mr. Beast just literally employed all these like not popping burger joints to basically make his food and advertise the service, and now it's a huge business.
I think we had this ghost kitchen conversation before on here.
Definitely.
The people are really getting tired of us retelling the same.
They said it's mostly you.
It is mostly me.
Yeah, but we're all fried, bro. I find myself doing that all the time too, just telling some story, and I know. But like it'll be like I'm interviewing somebody telling the story, and then we'll be on here telling the story, and then I'm interviewing somebody else and I tell the same story.
And be on the news.
But I've been doing this for like 6-7 fucking years. It's kind of like at a certain point, obviously I just don't have any new stories.
Right,
well,
right.
I do sometimes, but
Yeah.
hey, we left the house together the other day.
What the fuck?
Oh, we talked about this last week too, the minorities.
Y'all left the house without me?
Throwing the juice box really doesn't have that much of an effect because it's so light, especially when it's empty. If it was full, that would have made a way bigger impression on me.
I didn't want to make a mess. I also got in trouble last time I threw the mic, so
That was rude.
I'm trying to be respectful.
What they do? They spank you? You talking about you got in trouble?
He bent me over, bro.
We had Phil bend him over and spank him.
Oh, no.
I was just talking about how Phil is the most athletic person here, for sure, 1,000%.
I mean, on the bikes, that nigga be moving.
He got tricks up his sleeve.
I think if everyone in here got locked up, Phil would be the first to join a white supremacist gang. Don't you think that he would just rock out with them?
I think
like
Josh would rock out.
I think
hard.
Yuri
Josh
would.
is Jewish. He's the number one person they're not going to let in.
All right.
Yeah, but who does he have to rock with?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Are the blacks going to adopt him in the prison
Does
gang
Josh have a
system?
Star David tattoo?
He did say he's
Yes.
from Black No Jumper.
Oh, well.
He's trying to infiltrate the group chat.
Our Coop is
Am I in
coming.
the group chat still? Is there even a group chat anymore?
Nah, that's just out of
It's
here.
clipped?
It's just Adam creating different group chats with every different facet of. I know that like a lot of businesses are run off Slack and shit. I've never been able to get myself used to using some productivity tool besides just email and texting.
Yeah, right. You gotta just text everything.
I mean, that's how I'm living. Maybe one day.
I might hop on a FaceTime call, you know?
Yeah,
You feel me?
What else? Zoom. We do all kinds of shit on Zoom.
Zoom sucks.
I don't understand why I need to do Zoom calls when like we have you can FaceTime multiple people now at the same time. So if you niggas want to talk to me,
you can group FaceTime.
like nigga just group FaceTime me.
Some people don't have iPhones.
Yeah, I was like
who? Nomads?
Poor people. No
No,
offense, guys.
I was on a business call with like rich white niggas. I know y'all niggas got iPhones or laptops.
Bro, you can get an iPhone for $100 now. There's no
You
excuse.
can get an iPhone for free, like at Boost Mobile or something, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, in the
They got them at Metro, bro.
in the no-go zone, I saw in the Philippines, ran up on a lady and took her cell phone just
Bro.
the other day.
Bro, this guy that I know DM'd me because he saw I was following some guy. He was like, yo, you know this guy? Like, he stole like my little homie's phone on Melrose. And I was like, it's 2021. Niggas is still stealing phones?
But what dude was it? Do I know him?
No.
You don't think?
Nah, you for sure don't know him. But
Well, but there's all kinds of fucked up shit like that. The other day, oh man, I'm gonna try to be vague about this. The
Yeah,
other
you gotta
day,
be vague,
we
yeah.
saw a video. I mentioned in a group chat with you guys that there was a video I saw about somebody who stole somebody else's chain in the rap world. Let's just say very generally, and AD says, "Oh, that guy was just around you the other day.
yeah.
That's my homie." I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, so you're just having people come through? They can just steal a chain."
No,
come
you
through
had somebody come through for correction.
So he was with somebody that I would.
I didn't invite him.
I thought he was your buddy.
Nah.
Bro, something like that, like this didn't happen last night, but I was with like Tracy and like Filthy and all of them. Like we were just all kicking it, and I got told some of the craziest information about someone that I knew that like passed a couple years ago, and I heard like a crazy story, and it blew my mind. I had to leave the studio. Like,
What kind of story? Gay sex?
Nah, this like jeweler guy that I know, like he got killed or something, and like I just heard like I don't know.
He was wrapped up in all kinds of shit.
Yeah, man, it fucked me up. I was like, damn, bro, because he was such a nice guy, and it just fucked me up, bro. Shit's crazy. Like, just make sure you tell your friends and family and your loved ones you love them, man, because you never know, man. These niggas is out here crashing out and just doing crazy shit to people for nothing, bro.
You cracking your knuckles into the microphone it's cool. It's just like something I never would have expected.
ASMR.
I feel like I've been doing this all these years and nobody's ever done that.
ASMR phone.
I can do this. My neck.
Sounds like a skeleton disintegrating in front of
You
your
can do your neck?
eyes. Pause.
Yeah, I
pause.
don't wanna do it, though.
Yeah, we give it neck. We give it neck.
No.
Hey, I'm giving neck. You know what the fuck going on.
Yo, what? Speaking of, oh man, this is not even in my list of topics. But did you see the shit where Erica Mena had a tweet? Can we pull up Erica Mena anti-Semitic tweet?
Can we pull up Erica Mena's boobs on Google?
You're a boob or not a butt guy with her? I thought we would probably mainly be talking about her butt. Right?
Is she an ass girl? Pull it up. Let's go.
Do you know who Johnny Blaze is?
Johnny Pipes, the guy you were talking about, OnlyFans guy?
You're thinking of Rod Piper, who's actually in the hospital.
Why,
He's
his dick's not
very
working?
sick. I don't know. It might be something.
Remember
about
when
his
Pinky
dick.
broke someone's dick? Okay, go ahead.
Did she?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
I interviewed Johnny Blaze the other day, and I first want to say that her music is great, and she's a great person.
it's a girl
I
named
really
Johnny
fuck with
Blaze.
her. She had the most. I feel like she probably deleted this tweet. If I had to guess, we're probably gonna have to find like an article about
Type
the
in
tweet.
Erica Mena butt.
No, type Erica Mena anti-Semitic tweet.
Okay, that too.
Here we go, and don't click on her Twitter because that's not gonna bring you there. There it is on the left.
The first one, the Shade Room one, yeah.
Wait, no, that's definitely
No, that's
not
definitely
it.
not it, no.
We need a new
She's
screen.
dissing her baby
We
daddy.
need a
there.
new screen guy. Our screen guy is not capable of finding these sort of things. Scroll back up. This seems like a very good use of our,
This was a
our
fail.
time here.
Wait, I stand
There
with
it is.
blah, blah. I don't care what anyone has to say. If
That's
you think
not
it's-
even it because the original one I saw said these Jewish people are killing and murdering.
You should have screenshotted that one.
Whatever. Maybe we'll find that.
How do you feel about this, Josh?
Don't ask Josh. He don't have a mic. Who
We
cares
need
if
to-
he's Jewish? He don't got a mic. I got a mic. This is an interesting time period because you've seen a lot of people who have never talked about like global politics all of a sudden deciding that it's time for them to take a stand in the holy war.
They should. It's crazy shit going on.
I mean, some should, but for people who don't know anything,
Yeah.
like
Me, I don't know anything.
how would you feel if everybody on Twitter just decided that it was their job to sort of like take care of the gang war in LA and make everybody get along?
They should.
No, they probably shouldn't.
It's not going to be
it's not
successful.
going to happen.
It's not going to happen, but yeah.
But I'm saying like the Israeli-Palestine shit.
You can't compare those two things.
Yes,
though.
you can because
A
it's
gang
just as
war to
fucked up.
that?
It's never going to stop. They're going to be killing each other forever until one is gone. Like,
That's
it's
never
just-
going to stop.
Right. It's never going to stop. And it's like, we are not going to like go to Grape Street and try to convince them to stop shooting at whoever they got problems with. It's just useless. It's a problem that's never going to go away. And it's just crazy seeing like why does Erica Mena feel like she needs to dive up in this? I don't know. I
feel like-
people should be more comfortable not sharing
I
their
think it's
opinion
some
on
of the
this.
pictures though, because I've seen some of the pictures, and
Yeah.
you know, if you look one sided, you'll be like, this is fucked up. I literally seen like dead kids
Yeah.
and pictures and shit on Instagram. I'm like, this is fucked up
feel
without
like-
knowing the backstory. You know what I mean?
I feel like we're in a time where like collective consciousness is like a thing, and like the way that information is just spread so fast. It's like everyone is seeing shit at the same time. Everyone like because all the information that I've received about all this stuff is just from my friends and other people posting shit, and it just looks so fucked up, and it just makes you almost feel like a shitty person if you don't say like, yo, this is crazy.
For me,
Because it is crazy.
I feel like it's a luxury that I have to have something like this going on in the world, and I don't have to talk about it. Like I don't have to come out here with a crazy opinion.
But why
Whereas-
not use your voice to at least be like, show some support and be like, hey man, this shit
Support for who? I don't fucking. This is not my problem. I don't want to take a
Yeah.
side in this war, bro.
I'm
That's
not
it.
trying
No,
to
because
take
people
a
are really
side.
having beefs now over
that's a
taking their
fact.
sides and shit.
Exactly.
In the media.
It's
and
not
stuff,
even
too.
about taking a side, but like, damn, just
Yeah, but you're acting like there's a right and a wrong. My
know if
perspective
there's-
is much more like, bro, this
don't
is
even
none
know
of my
what's going
fucking
on,
business. Like whatever they got going on.
I'm
like,
completely ignorant to the subject.
I feel you, and I'm not completely ignorant, but I feel like I'm ignorant enough that I really
Yeah.
just don't have a dog in this fight. And I feel like people should be more like you. If you don't have to say something, just don't say anything. And it's I swear it's great. It's great
better,
to not have
it's
to get
better than
involved.
saying too much or saying.
Yeah, and like think about Andrew Yang. Like a year ago, 2 years ago, Andrew Yang was like a fucking saint. Everybody loved him. Nobody had anything negative to say about him. He drops one pro-Israel tweet, 50,000 people quote tweeting him, telling him to shut the fuck up and die.
Jesus.
I'm like, bro, I don't really want to,
Yeah, so like
He can win them back if he says $1,000 again of everyone.
Yeah, well, he's not president, so he doesn't get to make that call. It turns out.
I said like free Palestine or something on here last week, and I got so many people like being like, "Yo, thank you so much for like saying that." And
Clout
like,
chaser.
Yeah.
Not even. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I mean, like, it felt good. I guess people just being like, "Yo, like, watch the show every week. Like, thank you for at least saying something."
Right. I mean, all those people out there, I'm going to tell you, sorry, I fuck with you, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not trying to get involved in all this.
Sorry, I said it for all of us. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we're not, as a podcast, I don't think we should be like, if we're going to report on this Lil Reese thing, I don't think we need to take a side. We don't got to pick BD or GD in this.
No, for sure.
Whatever y'all doing is your thing. We're going to talk about the story, but who's right and wrong, I don't know. It's not my business.
Can we talk about that? Because that was one of the craziest videos I've seen in a while.
Weird moment for us, too, where it's like, wow, this is something that we definitely should not post, but also you know that everyone is going to see it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you couldn't post the video that you sent us on Instagram.
With him bleeding all out the head and shit?
Fuck no.
Insane.
And the other guy bleeding out of his cheek.
That was crazy.
Insane. And also, it's like, it raises a question, too, of like, why... I'm curious how Reese got in that position. He's like trapped in between a pole and the wall.
Like he must have been trying to run away or something.
But how do you like go to run away and somehow you end up falling in between this pole and the wall so you can't move? And then how does the cop then like decide to just use this to keep you immobile? Like he's just going to embrace the pole, and just sort of keep you there.
That video of him just bleeding out of his head or eye or wherever the fuck he was bleeding out of is just like embedded in my head with the swollen forehead. Like it looked like he was literally fighting for his life, like on his deathbed. Like
yeah, they said he got hit in the eye, but there was like blood gurgling out of his fucking mouth. There's this dude screaming at him. He's saying some gang shit, which is very confusing. Like because this situation doesn't sound like it was gang related. No. But then this dude is barking out gang related shit at Reese while he's fucking on the ground. Mind blowing.
It was, I mean, I watched so much coverage of this over the weekend. I don't know, like I feel like I had to compile my own opinion from the different videos I watched. But I mean, did you guys like do in-depth research on what this even was about?
Yeah, well, basically he was going to buy some kush, and then it turns out that maybe the guy who was selling the kush had stolen the SUV. And so somebody tracks the SUV to the parking garage, pulls up, and we don't know exactly how it unfolded, but some sort of shooting war unfolded. And apparently Reese was just an unwilling participant in this who was just trying to buy some weed. I'll be honest with you, like given all that we know about Lil Reese, how likely does that sound that he just happened to be there? I don't know.
How likely does it sound that Lil Reese is like stealing cars and committing grand theft auto?
He's definitely not stealing no car.
I think Lil Reese is like a real life GTA character. Like he's always getting into some shit, some wild shit's always happening to him.
I do not believe for 1 second that he's down that bad that he's stealing cars, you know?
Well, I mean, not down bad, but like...
You would have to be down bad to be trying to steal a Dodge Durango.
My nigga, they
SRT.
said a nigga has like a Maybach truck. There's no way he's going to steal a fucking Dodge, bro.
That surprises me too. Where the fuck did Lil Reese get a Maybach truck?
Those SRT trucks are very expensive though. They really are.
That to me, like Lil Reese driving around in a Maybach truck seems like a little bit too attention getting given the lifestyle that he seems to be living.
Well, you know, like...
He could have the royalties for the original I Don't Like song.
1090 Jake did a whole... fucking deep dive into this whole situation and saying that his girlfriend lived in the building and all this other shit. Like, that was crazy. Shout out to 1090 Jake for doing the fucking research on that.
I admire the amount of work that he tends to put into that. And also, we're going to get invaded on this podcast at some point in the near future. But I also want to say, did you see the Jacksonville gang war video that Trap War Ross did?
I just watched that earlier today.
Best 2 hours of my fucking life. So such a smooth, amazing, well put together video.
I don't know how the fuck he gathered all this information about every gang member in Jacksonville.
But you know, I actually asked him. I said, "Did you speak to anybody yourself to gather all this information?" And he basically said, "No, I didn't have any primary sources." But I think that he said that's what Trap Geek does. Trap Geek will actually tap in with somebody who's in that community, who really knows everything that's going on, and figure out the story that way. Trap Lord Ross is a bitch. He's scared to talk to people in the streets. So instead, he just compiles it all from the internet. But I think that's why when you watch a Trap Geek video and they're talking, like the Pooh Shiesty thing, when he did the video about that, I believe, he's telling you everything. And he says it mad authoritatively, not like allegedly, like he knows.
Yeah.
I get, because like think about it. If you were able to get somebody like AD to speak off camera about LA beef shit, think about how much shit he would be able to tell you that he would never say on camera.
He could never say on camera.
Even me, all the shit I know
would have
that
to kill you.
Well, no, it would just be an anonymous journalist. I don't think you have to kill him. But I mean, think about how much shit you could put together if you actually like did the research yourself, and you know.
See, that gets dangerous though. It's like jumping into shit that you have no business.
But
doing.
if you're anonymous, like I don't know if the Trap Geek dude plans on ever like exposing who he is or anything. And in that regard,
he probably shouldn't, to be honest.
Is it really that dangerous?
I mean, I don't know if it's that
Hell
dangerous.
yeah, especially when murders happen and
But if you're
investigations.
again, I'm just going to say this again because apparently we weren't listening 5 seconds ago. He's anonymous. Nobody knows who he is. How is it dangerous for him?
No, I'm saying if he was to expose himself.
But okay, but he's not going to, presumably, right? Because why else would he be anonymous? Like, if you're going to do a channel like that and you stay anonymous, then what the fuck is going to happen to you?
Just imagine if they found out who the fuck he was. Like some bad leak or something like that.
What has he said that anyone's angry about? I don't really see him saying.
Because I don't think he didn't like send anybody to jail or anything. Like I think they, you know, all the people that he talks about is like situations that already have passed, and like he kind of is just compiling the information together. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know though, but because like I said earlier, bro, motherfuckers be tripping over anything, bro. Like
there's definitely an appetite for the fucking Lil Reese content though, because we just did the news video that we did, which is late because we did it. What Friday? Wait, oh no, we did it Monday morning, right? Yeah,
I just watched that this morning. It was really
and for
good.
some reason it has like 250,000 views, which is way more than we ever get on the news.
Probably the hat too.
The hat,
The floating hat.
Wait, what?
He was wearing a green hat and he wouldn't take it off of the green screen because he didn't want anybody to see how weird his head looks.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
you have a little head, a little weird head.
Thanks,
Right?
thanks, Yazzie.
Isn't that the whole thing? Like,
Yeah. As he started the head thing.
isn't that the thing though? Somebody say you have a weird shaped head? I don't know.
Yazzie did it. Now it's like a topic.
Nah, but I be reading the YouTube comments and it be girls like, I don't care what anyone says. I love AD's head. Pause.
I don't believe it.
Oh, here he
Bro,
goes.
nah.
Here he goes again.
No way.
Here he goes again.
Why? Once again, Housephone being late takes a toll on us because
I wasn't
there was a
late at
girl that just here who wanted to have sex with you. We got a couple of guys coming through. It's very exciting. Look at trailed by vloggers.
Where am I coming?
It's right here.
What's up?
On the
Pause.
lap, man.
What's up, y'all?
How you doing, bro?
Fousey is in the
up, AD?
motherfucking building, and
up?
Keemstar is not far behind. We're running it back. Get over here.
No.
Can we get another chair over on this side, and these guys can kind of
Can we
lump
just
in
not
together?
mention that?
Wow, that was one of the greatest times of our lives.
Every chance y'all get to say it, y'all say it.
How you living?
Great.
Every chance they get to say it, they say it.
Yeah, we need one more
All
chair,
we
guys.
need here is Sam Pepper.
Great planning by the No Jumper team.
Shane Dawson.
Let's wait until they're
Ice
right
Poseidon.
at the table. Hold on.
You're looking good. You're looking healthy.
Thank you. I stopped getting fucked up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Completely?
Yeah, I still smoke weed, but
Sure.
Okay. But yeah, you look really
Hey, if
good.
you want, you can take this mic. Me and AD will share.
Bro,
Yeah,
no.
Yo, you guys are gonna have to share.
I know, but
Scrunch in a little bit.
Share.
Are you live right now?
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh, so we crashed live.
Oh yeah, again.
It ain't
Oh,
the first
hey
time.
It's the
guys.
first time. Slide that over to him.
You made me wanna kill.
Why are you guys together? What's going on?
Oh, we're best friends now, bro. You don't even know. A
Things
lot of
done
shit went
changed?
down. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, dude, you go through such a tragic thing like July 15th. You
Like
know,
making content out of somebody's mental breakdown? That's what you
know
mean by
what,
being
though?
through so much?
You know what, though? It was good. A lot of people learned from that. I learned from that.
Yeah, I wrote about him in my book though, and he let me expose him in it. I said, "Can I say your name and drama alert?" He said, "Hell yeah!" So I tell it. We have a history though, man. We do have a history. Like, I'm at the age now in the position where now when I'm an outsider looking in, I understand his job and I understand what he does, and I understand how I fit perfectly for him to just do his job. I gave him that ammunition.
I just hosted the YouTuber versus TikToking boxing event, and I brought Fousey on to go do it with me, and we crushed it. I think we did really good, and we just got picked up to now commentate the fight. So
Really? What did you think of that Bryce Hall Austin fight there? Were you impressed? Did you feel fake?
he was in the middle of it.
I was in the middle. I jumped in, bro. I had to pull Bryce off.
The squabbles is up.
You know what I noticed though? What I will say, and I can't hate on them for this. I gotta respect them for this. In the scuffle, if you watch it, because I'm right there in the scuffle, there's a lot of fists that could have been thrown. No one threw fists.
Because it's fake.
That's why I was
Nah,
weird.
it wasn't.
You don't think so?
It wasn't.
Okay,
it wasn't.
listen, I was in the back. As soon as I saw the heat, I backed up all the way to the wall. Like, no one's touching me, right? And I'm in the back, and while I'm in the back, some older guy in a suit coat, this is an exclusive, right? Grabs the glasses. There's like glasses and cups and bottles, and starts throwing them on the ceiling, and there's glasses just raining down. I'm like, what is this, right? He was going crazy, this old man, right? And so one of the security guards grabs him and he goes, who's throwing the glass? Because the glass was coming down on everyone, right? And I'm like, I can't believe what the fuck's going on. Dude, one of the security guards went up and just snuffed the old man and they dragged his ass out. Yeah, that was all happening in the background.
So there's the punch that got thrown.
What the fuck? That's like the craziest thing I ever heard. Can you imagine how many people are just gonna get hurt if it's raining glass?
The whole floor I was on the ground getting pushed. It's like there's glass everywhere. There's
Imagine
things
looking
going.
up.
Your eyes are just bleeding.
Yo, Bryce had a cut in his neck. It could have been from the glass. It could have been from his chain. I don't know.
They didn't
But he had
plan
a
that
cut.
though, because we were there from the beginning. I knew shit was gonna pop off for sure. I didn't expect it that soon.
Right.
I didn't know who was gonna start it. And you see my face right before the push. I roll my eyes and I'm like, fuck, because the press conference is over.
Right.
And then it just turned into
Are,
mayhem.
are you thinking at this point about getting back into the boxing ring?
Me? Nah, that's
You're
why I
over
got
it?
so pissed, bruh. Deji is on a screen. You know Deji?
They had him zoom in.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know Comedy Shorts Gamer?
I do know Zeji, yes.
He's on a screen.
He said Comedy Shorts Gamer.
Is that his name?
That's his channel,
Yeah,
man.
but nobody
Comedy
calls
Shorts
him
Gamer.
that,
Out of nowhere, I'm just hosting this shit, and I'm asking him why he picked an easy fight because I think he could have picked a harder opponent for a comeback. And he goes, "You're a fucking easy fight," and then targets me. I'm trying to report. I got my nose broken. I don't want to fight again. So I had to say shit back to him, which I didn't want to do. But now all the UK's mad at me for like, why you disrespect Deji like
Yo,
that?
why do you care about people being mad at me or mad at you or whatever? I just,
That's not the true story.
Yeah, people were talking about you today. That's all that matters, man.
But a lot of people
Yeah,
talk
you
shit
think
about
that's
Deji way outside of like what
He has
country
me and him
they're
differ
from.
a lot
he's
of
giving
things
the world
about-
a lot of ammo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, Keemstar is somebody who like clearly doesn't really care that much about being liked, but you're still sort of on this journey where you
Because
you,
I've worked so hard since the last time I was even on this show to
Right.
get to where I'm at now, to better myself, have that good image. So to now have that go out, it's just like, fuck.
Yo, he said to Deji on this live stream, right? Deji's one of the fighters. He goes, Deji, you bought it your YouTube channel. I was dying.
Because he came at me hard.
Right.
He was
You gotta
like,
fire back, bro.
he started bringing up shit from 2016. He was like, you faked all your shit. It's like, have you not opened up your TikTok in the last 24 hours and saw all these couples and people getting now loved for fake shit? It's like, it's a new
Yeah,
era.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
2021,
that
bro.
is a good point. You took so much shit for faking shit, and now everything's
Bro,
fake.
faking shit back then was as bad as they treat people with sexual assault now. The only difference is the people who get treated for sexual
I don't
assault get
know
away
about
with
that.
it. Nah.
I don't know about
Have you
that.
not seen YouTube's cancel culture, bruh?
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Okay, James
that
Charles. James Charles.
Yeah, he didn't assault anyone. He just wanted to fuck some before the oven was
But what
done.
I'm saying
before
is
were
they get
fully
treated.
cooked.
They get treated. I think lighter now for shit that's serious than I did for faking pranks back in 2016.
Prank isn't serious.
2016 it was.
He got destroyed
I
for it.
got
Bad.
crucified for it.
Shout out Danny Duncan. He basically
like the
started
young-
his whole career off that, right?
You're like the young thug of YouTube. Like, you had to take.
Shout out Danny Duncan, but
I
that
took all the
that's
bullets.
kind of accurate, right? Like he kind of like that was one of Danny's
shout out
big
Danny.
early moments was
Can't
exposing
talk
your
about
ass.
that.
Yo,
Shout out
but
Danny.
Here's the truth, though, Fousey, right? Not many people have went as big as you went, all right? And then fell, and now back in it. Like, you're growing a new channel. Like, this is success. You were all the way up. You went all the way down.
And now going back up again, yeah.
I mean, that's true. Oh, I'm good.
Are you
Thank
still focused mostly on the fight coverage, or what's your attitude on content right now?
Well, so my main objective for this year, I got a book coming out at the end of the year that talks about
Love that.
everything. Childhood trauma, my addiction,
He's
the rise
exposing me in it.
exposing myself, the rise and fall of my fame, the depression behind it, the suicidal ideations, like everything in my life is in this book. So I'm just right now keeping busy, getting my shit out there until that moment comes. And this boxing thing just fell into my lap. Like I landed one day, I drove to a location and I had been working 5 days straight and I told the universe like some shit's gonna open up. Like doors just open when you put in the work. On my 5th day, I run into Stromedy, invite him on my podcast. That turns into the fight with him and Bryce Hall. This DanaTube character gets created and I'm running with it. It's
You're
like,
done being one of the participants in the gossip, and you're ready to be the guy officiating and documenting it.
That's
you're ready
very
for
fair.
the Keemstar arc in your
That's
career.
very fair, and that's why I didn't want to have to say what I said to Deji today and get involved. Like I didn't want to have to do that. He shouldn't have picked me. You could have said shit to your opponent. Your opponent was sitting right there, ready to listen to you. Go off on him. Don't go off on Fousey about being a bad fighter.
Are you ready to admit that you called in that bomb threat?
Oh hell no! Go fuck yourself. Hell no. Are you being serious?
Well, I have.
You
I have
better be
thought about this a
goddamn
lot.
playing. No
If
fucking
you didn't,
way.
if you didn't
conspiracy.
call
No
in the bomb threat,
fucking way.
if you didn't call in the bomb threat, the story would have been that the venue was not gonna fill up.
Bro, hell no. That the event hadn't even started. It crashed on the pre-show when Lit Poppy was on stage.
I was there.
The people.
Unlike you, I was there. I know.
I
Shout
know,
out
but
Lit
the people
Poppy.
who were gonna perform didn't even have a chance. The event didn't even start.
Shout out Show Luciano,
Bro,
aka
the
Lil
reason I
Poppy.
take that shit so personally, because that day changed my life forever, bro. Like, that's the pinnacle in my book of where everything went down, and I went through my whole downfall and had to rebuild myself up.
Were you in a manic
sounds like
episode during that?
Songbirds.
100%.
Right. That's the main thing for me is I kind of feel bad about my coverage of all that, but in retrospect, I don't think I understood what a manic episode was really like, and I didn't really understand what you were going through. And that's the
Same.
whole thing. It's hard to tell whether somebody's
Banks-
just wilding out. Banks did say it.
Boy, when we were filming the
can't escape
documentary,
this past.
Banks was like trying to explain to me.
3
He's like,
years.
Fousey's not good.
I've done so much in the 3
I couldn't
years.
see it. I
I've
couldn't
done 2
understand
charity
it.
trips in Africa, and y'all out here talking about July 15th. I'm
You gotta run
like,
it back.
I'm about to say, nigga, don't look over here when you said that.
He didn't say a thing.
You gotta run it back. Honestly.
nah.
Why not? Give it.
If the time is right in my life and the opportunity presents
It's
itself,
almost July, bro.
Take them to Africa.
But a force like what I had done back then, and I write about it all in my book. I wouldn't
Adam,
want to bore you with it now.
He should do
it was
another
a
July
force.
15th, right?
Duh,
Yes.
of course, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
If you,
Drake the
okay,
best.
hold on. If you want me to do that, then plug me with your investors. Let me talk to real people with
Exactly.
real money,
Exactly.
and I'll pull it off right.
Keemstar.
I will.
I don't want to set myself
I
up for
will.
failure again.
Yeah.
I know I could pull off a good event, and I know that event, even if it didn't live up, if it had gone through to whatever it was gonna be, would have still been successful had somebody not called in a bomb threat.
Adam, DM Drake right now and tell him he got to pull up.
Bro, I write about Drake in my book, and I tell everybody the story once
That
and
was
for all.
hey, that was one of my favorite stories, bro. You was like, I seen him
can't believe-
outside the club.
If I
Nah,
sent
I
Drake
seen
a
him
selfie
inside
of us
the
right
club.
now, I wonder how
That was a
he
great
would,
story.
how he would
He's probably
respond.
he'll probably say,
Drake
get
is
that kid
watching
away
this right
from
now.
me.
Can I
Hey,
get my
Drake.
phone?
Oh,
Drake, if you're watching,
FaceTime him then. Let me
Hey,
tell him the story.
I only have the DM. I don't have the number.
Drake,
I'm not at that level.
if you're
of clout.
watching this right now, I need the Certified Lover Boy Chrome Hearts official collab. Need the sweatsuit. Send it over.
Yeah, we all need the certified boy lover.
Yo, if we talking about Drake, Drake, I need on my bucket list to get 5 minutes with you. One, to tell you the July 15th story of me sneaking into your club that you rented out that night. And 2, I need an Instagram picture. When I post that Instagram picture, it's literally just going to be me like this next to you. And I'm done. Like, I'll never have to post on the internet again. That's
the
it. It's
internet will
over.
break.
That's it.
The internet will.
It's like, just go fuck yourself. Because I want you to hear my story and understand my side of it. I know he'll resonate with it.
He might be listening right now.
Nah, I ain't listening.
Bro, Drake.
I mean, we
Drake
can
is
send it
tapped
to him.
in.
It's no big deal. I mean,
Drake is tapped in, man.
I think we could
No,
get
I was
him
on
to
Ben
listen to it.
Baller's podcast, and
Shout out to Ben Baller.
I told their story too, and he was like, "If I ever get 5 minutes with Drake, I'm gonna tell him the story, and if he's open to talking to you,
Can you tell that story in 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's kind of a little. It's a lengthy story.
No, I've been waiting for that day. That's my moment. You know
I
how
wonder-
Eminem says you got one shot, one opportunity.
better lose,
That's my moment. Yeah. When I meet Drake, that's my moment. But y'all, come on. When are we gonna be able to stop talking about that?
You gotta,
Mom
you just-
spaghetti.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. Like, what has to happen before we're no longer interested in that?
Bro, I've left the internet for a fucking year. I come back, I
you do
reinvent
that?
myself,
No,
I
don't-
rebuild myself. I'm doing all this now.
You know, the only reason why we're talking about it is because you had that famous moment on this show.
on here with him.
Yeah.
And you sold my fucking. Where's my profit, bro? Write a check. I need a
Hey,
check.
you need to release the NFT.
I need a check. You
Money?
sold my shirt. You sold my face.
Oh my God. Oh, the
To be
famous.
fair, I think we own that content as soon as you were on this podcast.
How much money did I make you though? off that
I don't
shirt?
know, maybe 20, 50 bucks. I don't know.
Cap. That's cap.
I got you on 20 bucks.
That's cap.
I got you on 20 bucks.
That's cap. I saw a random person one day wearing that shirt. I just stared at him like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yo, I got that shirt.
Hey,
You sent me one.
hey, you better get on your fucking Rory or Mall shit and ask for the books. I need to see the books.
Let me see.
Let me see the
Bro,
books.
I never watched that footage. That shit's embarrassing as fuck. I was cringe as fuck.
That was the greatest stream that ever existed. That show was so amazing. Yo, think about it. It started with, I know you want to move on, but real quick, it started with Shane Dawson. It was going to be a calm
I feel bad for
Shane
him.
Dawson
I jumped
podcast.
him.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You
for
jumped
him.
in, you invaded the Shane Dawson thing. I was at the Clout House Studios, right? I see this going down. I get on an Uber, I race over, and then I interrupt you and Shane Dawson. Then Sam Pepper and Ice Poseidon
Who is
come
Sam
in.
Pepper?
You don't know who Sam Pepper is?
No, I was just kidding. He don't know nobody.
This guy is so oblivious to like YouTube shit. It's hilarious.
I'm from the streets.
Sorry.
I don't know about none of this
Continue,
shit.
yeah. He's only here to pummel people and to flash guns.
Yes.
That
Not
is
shoot
not
them.
true.
Continue.
But anyhow, my point was that
Those are
it's
clean.
just absolute legendary like stream. You know, it's part
I
of
know,
YouTube history.
I know.
It's not bad.
That shit still pops up on my recommended, and I just shake my head.
That shit made me feel like this is what I should be doing every day. Is every day I should just be in here, and it's very rare that much good content could come to you while you're not even trying to do content.
That's when you're on the right wave, you're on the right energy. But no, that night was electric. Like the fact that everyone started coming here minute after minute, that shit got crazy.
I know.
Way too
Are you
fucking
DMing Drake
crazy.
right now?
Do you want me to?
Yeah, if you're not
Okay,
DMing
yeah.
Drake, then
But I don't want
happening,
like
people.
What I
Dreams
don't
do
want
come true.
because Ben Ball already said if he gets that 5 with him, he's gonna talk to him and see how he
oh,
reacts.
Ben Baller said he was gonna do that for you. I
Yeah.
thought. Oh, okay.
So I don't want you to fuck shit up now.
What do you want me to do? Just start filming a video of you right now, or do you want me to just send a
No,
picture with
Send
them?
a
That's too
5-minute
much.
video.
No video.
No, no
Send the
video.
5-minute
Nah.
video
And if you
right
send a
now.
picture of me, he's gonna be like, "Why the fuck you sending me this dude's picture?"
might get
You
blocked
know
now.
that Drake 100% knows that July 15th. He knows
But
all
you
about
wonder
that.
how much he knows, because
Yeah.
he could like have been paying attention to the whole thing, or it could have been the kind of thing that us
I
civilians
heard-
are talking about, and he's just completely
I
oblivious.
heard through the grapevine that he very much knew about the whole thing.
Drake is so tapped into shit. Like,
Thank
Yeah.
you for saying that.
Yeah.
Bruh, listen, straight up, swear to God.
But
alright?
I also heard that he didn't meet you in the
No,
in
he
the
never
restaurant.
met me. I never shook his hand and said, "Hi, my
I
name
also
is."
heard that.
I never met the dude. Here's what happened.
Wicca, Slim
watch
Shady.
how fast I'm gonna give
Okay.
it. Watch how fast I'm gonna give it. Get snuck into the back of the club by Lip Poppy. Tells me
what?
every-
That's who snuck you into the club.
Yeah.
Shout out
Networking.
to Lil Poppy.
How do you think he ended up
Yo,
performing?
Yo, listen. Tells me everybody's in this club. I bump into Shawn Mendes. I bump into Ivan Barrios from DJ Khaled's crew. I'm on a table with Ludacris screaming in his face like a psycho, dehydrated, no ID, nothing, like high on Adderall, just screaming, "I'm gonna change the world tomorrow. I'm gonna deliver a speech that has more eyes on it than the president." Finally, end of the night comes. One
I like that
entourage
confidence.
left. It's only Drake's entourage. I look on the couch on the left, 5 of the baddest IG models who I've tried to shoot shots in DMs who I've never replied before. And it blew my mind because I'm
Respect.
like, damn, all 5 of
Okay.
you are right there.
Hanging out with each other.
Hanging out with each other, waiting for the entourage. Anyways, Drake's dad walks right past me. I knew him from Tyler Perry's Medea Boo Halloween premiere, but he was too, like, he was
Yeah.
lit. He was on a
He's
good
in the
vibe.
club. He's
I
not-
couldn't talk to him.
Yeah.
He moved. Dude behind me. For no reason, I stop him. I yell in his face for a good 5 minutes. Tell him everything. Tell him my name is Yusuf. I'm the next Tony Robbins. The only difference is my name is Yusuf Salah Aragat. I tell that to his
Who's
face.
Tony Robbins?
Motivational
Robbins,
speaker.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I know who
Okay,
that is.
so check this. So dude goes like this.
He
This-
said nigga too, by the way.
Was he was white?
Hey, yeah, this is dude's
Don't
exact
be that
response.
guy.
Someone else at
what
this table,
have I
too.
said?
He said this guy was white and he said nigga.
No, Tony Robbins.
But how would I be that guy?
Because you said I'm the next Tony
Oh,
Robbins.
no. You ain't got to worry about
I'm
that.
just saying, don't
When's
be
the
gotta
last
worry
time you
about
said
that.
the N-word?
Huh?
When's the last time you said the N-word?
Maybe when I was like 14.
Okay, you had like a nav transformation?
Huh?
Never mind.
No,
Keep
like,
going,
you
yeah.
know, when I'm by myself at 14, I probably snuck it out just to see what it felt like
Adam
and then
did
never
too.
said
Don't
it
let him lie
again.
to
You never say it at night under the covers by
See
yourself?
what it felt like.
I'm a little kid.
Adam for sure did too. This guy too, for sure. All you motherfuckers.
That's what being a
I
kid
don't
is all
wanna-
about. You gotta try some shit
Yo,
out.
let me finish
He
this.
said to see what it felt like. Look
Yo.
in the mirror like Papa John's.
I'm a kid.
It's like
the
fucking the
origin of
couch.
Papa John's. Nigga.
It's like fucking the couch. You gotta try it one time.
Even when I was on the school bus, like the first time my friends made me put up my middle finger, I was scared to see what it felt like. I was a good kid.
They pulled your middle finger. Like,
Yeah.
No, but
They
I know
forced me.
a lot of Middle Eastern dudes who call themselves the N-word with the sand before it. Like
No,
they
and
think it's funny.
I hate
Oh, you're
that.
saying, nigga?
No, Arabs, and I've noticed this because I've gone live on like, what are those platforms you can go live with people?
Periscope.
Nah, like shit like that.
Yeah.
And whenever I run
I'm
into
I'm
Arab
still
dudes,
10 minutes
they
back on
love
this
saying the
combo.
N-word. And I tell them that's not cool. Like you can't say, Arabs love saying that. And I always say, Arabs, you cannot do that. That's,
She's Egyptian.
Y'all brown
oh,
enough.
that's what's up. I'm Palestinian. But let me finish the story, please.
Hashtag.
Because I'm telling you now. Listen, I finished telling that dude my story, right? I swear to God,
homie?
word for word in my book, he puts his hands up like this and he goes, God damn, I only have one question for you. I go, what? He goes, how did you know my name? The first thing that came out of my mouth, from being manic as fuck, I said, if my name came out of your mouth, God did that. He goes, wow. For the first time of the night, he walks through the crowd. They split like the fucking Red Sea.
Yeah.
For the first time of the night, I see Drake. It's like light is shining on him and my heart's pounding. I feel electricity all over me. I'm on a high of a fucking lifetime. I don't move. I just stand there. Drake starts walking right towards me. He says bye to an NBA player. We're literally this face to face. Now, I ain't going to be stupid and take the moment to be like, yo, Drake, da-da-da. He leaves. The dude I just talked to who walked up to Drake and whispered in his ear for 5 minutes walks up to me and goes, we'll be there tomorrow. Take my number. I save his number under God's plan. I walk out that night and I'm shaking. I send him a video and I'm like, yo, you don't understand what that meant. Like, I was going crazy.
Guy's got a sick sense of humor.
I'm not going to tell you the
So
next
if
part.
there
'cause
if there wasn't a bomb threat,
Yeah, let me get there. I'm not going to tell you the next part because that's in my book of what happened when I got home and what I felt was happening to me. But literally the next morning, before I ever post Drake's picture, like to promote it, I send it to that God's Plan number. It says July 15th with Drake's face on it, and I go, I can't wait for y'all to come. It says red. Now, if he had no intention of coming, would they allow me to promote that shit? That's a cease and a desist, and who the fuck are you? Drake's not coming to your event right away.
So he didn't respond. He just saw that it was red.
Every single text that whole day, I sent him 15 texts, everyone, red. Not one said, we're not coming. Just read it. So I assumed, bet. They want to see how the event's going. They're going to pull up. I let the event start. I let people be on stage. It's still the openers. Hasn't even started. I'm driving there.
But
My
you know that
girlfriend calls me
normally when
crying.
people are left on red, they don't like take it as a good thing.
No. This is
I just wanna
different.
throw that out
This is different. This ain't sliding into a girl's DMs and getting left on red. This is you telling the guy who just spoke to the guy, like, they're obviously close, like, yo, I'm promoting you to be here tonight. If he says we're not gonna be there, he's not gonna allow me to post that shit. He'll send one text back and he'll be like, yo, here's a cease and desist. We're suing your ass.
They ain't say nothing about janky promoters and nothing.
Nothing. I know he was gonna show up that night. I don't give a fuck what the world says now. I'm 31. I'm older. I know what that day meant to me. It was gonna go according to plan. I know it. I'm driving there. My girlfriend calls me and goes, "Baby, somebody called in a bomb threat. Event's canceled."
You weren't even there yet?
Nope. I end up on top of an Uber screaming my lungs out with this guy recording me for his documentary camera, me yelling at him.
That's
the
amazing.
true story. And obviously the next day when all these publications reach out to Drake's team, they're not going to be like, yeah, we were expected to be at that shit show where a bomb threat got called in. They said, we never met the guy. We don't know the guy. We know nothing about this.
That's what they're supposed to say.
Duh. That's why I want to meet him to tell him my story once in my lifetime.
Is there a possibility that, because you weren't well during this time, is there a possibility that you imagine this whole scenario? I'm serious. I'm not trying to make a joke.
No.
I'm not trying to make a joke.
No. I know he's trying to understand mental illness. No.
He's high and
I was not in the club imagining all this happening. No, I was not. This happened.
Because I know Little Poppy is real.
Word for word, bar for bar.
It's not Lil Poppy, it's Lit Poppy.
Oh, Lit Poppy.
like a big.
I said Lil.
on my dick. And
I said
then
Lil?
go with the shit
said
because
Lil.
my dick
I hope
is
I
super
didn't.
thick.
That was funny.
That was funny as fuck.
Fire song. That was one of the best things that came out of this.
Oh,
His
dude, remember
career.
I put him in the documentary? We had like that whole
my
dance
God.
scene.
Yo, y'all really fucking damn. My nigga Lit Poppy needs to be more lit after that. That's
But
crazy.
Keemstar hasn't done anything like that. You don't run around with documentary crews after that. You just stay home and make money in your basement.
Dude, there has to be good subject matter. Like, this was insane. He was telling everybody, I'm going to make this fucking huge thing. Drake's coming in, what, 5 days?
Well, guess what?
I pulled it off in 5 days, bro.
We're doing it this year.
Look, at the end of the day, let me say
Fire
this too.
Festival Part 2.
Yo, I hate talking about this, but fuck it. The
Before Fire
conversation's
Festival.
open.
Before Fire Festival.
The conversation's open, all right? 5 days. I fly from Australia in the middle of my tour to LA. I'm able to rent out the Greek Theater on my own dime, get Live Nation and Ticketmaster involved, get OT Genesis and all these different rappers. What's his name? What's that dude who just came
This
back?
is his boy.
That's
OT's
OT.
boy.
Okay, what's the dude, Lil Skies, who just came back after a hiatus?
You had Lil
Skies.
Skies?
I had Lil
I didn't
Skies
see him
lined
there,
up.
but-
I had all these people lined up. I did that in 5 days. No investors, no
Drake
nothing.
The night before,
And we
nigga.
were there. It was kind of fun.
And now I had YouTube live stream it. I had 70,000 people watching the pre-show. Now imagine if I had
70,000
watching the pre-show, watching Lit Poppy. Now imagine if I had 6 months to actually put my mind together and do something correctly. What would have happened?
Now let's go.
You see what I'm
Speak
saying?
that.
Can
So
I
I
just
did
say-
that shit in 5 days.
You sound very convincing.
The best part about the whole thing was Lit Poppy coming out, performing this song, and you know, some percentage of Fousey's fans are like old Muslim women. Not what? They've
That's
never
a stretch. That's a stretch.
Not a lot,
That's a stretch.
but like they're-
And they weren't there.
But
And
yes,
at the time,
there
not.
was at least like 5 or 6 like elderly women with like
Hell
the
no, you're
headscarves
tripping.
on, and they're
No.
watching Lit Poppy just like that was the only reason why the Lit Poppy thing was funny, because if he performed that song at any normal rap show, it would be normal. The like 10 women in the audience whose jaws were dropped, that was what kind of made that whole thing.
But they're lucky. Like Lil Poppy isn't like a super vulgar rapper. Like
Well,
I mean,
bitches on my dick, you know, like think about that from like an older woman's perspective. It's,
Yeah, but you can say
Yo,
that
but
about any
Lit
religion. It
Poppy
doesn't point out to
wasn't-
just Muslims. Like
Lit
there's
Poppy
no-
wasn't
That's
even
an
supposed to be there.
overgeneralization.
No,
Lit
so-
Poppy got in
It is.
because he
No.
he got
Look,
you in the club.
Day before the event, this is also in the book. I'm at the club trying to get in. As I'm scavenging around looking at who to talk to, this guy comes up to me. I don't remember exactly what city he was born in. I don't want to disrespect
LA.
it because
He's from
I know, but whenever I say LA, he says the specific city because he
I don't
cares.
want to fuck it up either.
You
Yeah.
sound like me.
And
I don't want to fuck it up either. 'Cause that's
And
my
what
nigga.
he
Shout
had
out to
told
Lil
me,
Poppy.
what he had told me was, I was born here in that city. I don't want to die here. Put me on your stage tomorrow.
Damn.
I said, put your number in my
Bars.
phone, right?
Bars.
He goes, anything you ever fucking need, I got you. 10 minutes later, when I get rejected from the side door of people who get in, Lit Poppy is behind bars of the smoking section saying, hey, come here. I go up to the bars. He goes, you want to get in? I go, yeah. He goes, meet me in the back in 5 minutes.
Stand up guy.
I go to the back. I'm standing by Drake's cars and everything like that, pretending like I'm supposed to be there. I'm obviously not. Lit Poppy busts the door open, takes me in through the kitchen, goes,
Through the kitchen?
goes, everybody's here tonight, da-da-da-da. I go, how am I supposed to find Drake? He goes, GPS. I go, what's that? He goes, God's positioning system. He dips.
Ooh, bars.
Yo, this nigga Lit Poppy is
I
a
lived
fictional
it.
character. He's a fictional character. I don't even know if he's a real person.
I hope he's doing well. I love him.
I see him all the time
Good,
at
good.
random shit.
Good,
at
good,
random
good,
events.
good.
No way. Guess who's here?
Who? Oh, I know. I was expecting a Sam Pepper or somebody.
I thought it was Lit Poppy. I
Yo,
was like, yo, he's here.
does Sam Pepper just like strictly sells crypto on Twitter now? That's all I ever see him tweet
pretty
about.
much.
Crypto.
Yeah,
Pretty much. Yeah.
different crypto.
Wait, is it,
I lost so much money.
They
So I
think
don't
it's
wanna
gonna be
talk
like a
about
gang
that
version
bullshit.
of Play-Doh.
What?
Crypto.
Crypto.
Yo, crypto's crazy.
Clado?
Are you investing in crypto at all?
I have like 20K in Bitcoin just from like poker money that I just moved over, but I really need to like just dump more of my money now that we
Well,
got the low. on
Now
the
it's
Bitcoin.
all this like shitcoin stuff, like brand new stuff you never heard of, like Jake Paul's
Dogecoin.
Jake Paul's talking about MILF coin.
I saw that.
Gotta
I
get
just
MILF
put
coin.
money into Yummy yesterday. My dumbass not knowing when to pull out.
Yeah, I never know when to pull out.
You need
I was thinking the same exact
I was
thing. Yeah.
waiting for it.
I don't know when to
waiting
pull
for
out
it.
Threw
either.
that at y'all, but I thought y'all would be y'all not gonna pick on
No, but,
that.
I
bro.
mean, I'm very weary of all these shit coins. You guys talking about Doge all the time and shit. I don't know.
See,
I don't
those
got
are
the attention.
those are
of
real
time
coins.
to
All
put
these
in
other coins that are coming out, what people are doing,
Just making their own.
bruh. I know a dude put 100,000 into a coin, got back 4 mil the next day off a fake coin.
What?
They're just building up these new coins, putting money, promoting it, moving on to the next one. That coin dies, fuck it.
Don't you feel like influencers are like burning out their brand name by basically?
People don't realize it.
That's why I stopped talking about crypto on Twitter. I
Right.
pretty much stopped.
People don't realize it though. They're too. If they think they're gonna make money, they're just gonna invest in
But
it.
everybody wants, like, I get emails about wanting to like do a no jumper coin and stuff, and I'm like, am I really gonna just fucking play with
I'll
my?
tell you right now.
That's exactly what you'd be doing.
I would buy heavily a July 15th coin.
Oh, let's bring it
Did
back
y'all
to
already
that.
talk about number 3?
The game versus Logan and Jake Paul. No, we have not. If you want to talk about it, we can go for it.
People love calling me when we do this. I don't know why.
Is it Drake?
It might be.
Drake!
If Drake just called me randomly, I would
Leave.
Shit on yourself.
Yeah, I don't know.
You saw that though. The game. He said, "Yo, you and your brother to Logan. Fight me and my
Chuck
brother."
will fuck them up.
But why would they? Okay, look, I hate to be on
Do
this
we
side
think
of the
that he's
conversation.
in fight shape? I
That
feel
nigga
like
been fighting for the longest. You see, cuz
I've been
it's like
fighting
that.
all my life.
he's been fighting the urge to drink more Henny sitting in his fucking mansion. I don't know that he's been getting ready to fight like on the level that Jake Paul has.
Nah, I know people won't like this, but
Nigga, he's from Black Wall
because I
Street.
saw a comment of people saying, "Oh, this is gonna be the response," but why shouldn't it be? If they're getting paid millions to do these fights, why go in front of the Staples Center and do that
Why
shit
go
for free?
fight these fucking Nick? I'm just kidding.
No, but why go do it for free? Why go do it
that's
for
a
free?
fact. That's a fact, though.
Jake's making
What
10
do you-
mil a fight easy.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
What do you got to prove to the game, I guess, you know?
that was
Set
the
it up.
weird
If
thing
he
about
wants
it.
to
yeah.
do it, set up an event then. Fight both brothers. He fights him, he fights him.
It's weird because we haven't heard shit from the game in like a year, and then he just pops up and is like, "I'm just gonna call out these YouTubers and just get everybody talking." But I mean,
He's very good at that.
that
He knows
lane
how to-
is open for him. Like if somebody as famous as him, and I mean he's pretty massive.
Wasn't he
physically.
supposed to have a boxing match with someone?
Was he?
I swear,
Lamar
like a couple
Odom's about
years
to have
ago.
one.
Who was he
Lamar
gonna- I
Odom and
wanna see
Aaron
that.
Carter.
Yeah.
You should fight
Aaron Carter,
Carter.
isn't? Why should I fight Aaron Carter?
I mean, it'd be a little bit more realistic if
He
he
could
fought
win.
than
Do you think
Lamar
Aaron
Odom.
Carter is in any type of fighting shape?
That
at
whole
all?
that whole fight is a wash.
Carter.
It shouldn't happen. But
He's fighting the Duster.
what I was about to say, 6ix9ine called out fucking Jake just for the bag.
Yeah, I mean everybody's after the clout that they clearly
Today
are
at the
capable
TikTok
of giving
YouTuber
you.
press conference, and this pissed me off, and this is
believe
what people
that's a
got
thing.
mad at. Like 5 people were asked, "Why are you doing this?" Their response was the money.
Yeah.
I got pissed and I said, "Yo, when I fought my fight and broke my nose, I did that shit for charity. Got paid $0, lost over 100K in the whole event, and I still had a reason to fight. And y'all just doing this for the bag?"
Well, at least they keeping it real as fuck. I mean, like, because motherfuckers will have these ulterior motives without putting them on Front Street. At least whoever said they want to do it for the money, at least.
There's people who actually
three people
wanna-
said it. They were like, money.
How many fighters?
But there's so much money being made that, of course, if you're on that card, you want at least hundreds of thousands of dollars because you deserve it if you're helping this
Yeah,
corporation
but to
make
say
this much
that's
money.
why you doing it, it's like give it to somebody who actually want. Like some of my boys, like Slim, Adam, they're fighters who they want an opportunity and they got overlooked.
They're not YouTubers or TikTokers.
They are.
Yeah, they
They
are.
are.
Okay.
And they're fighters too.
I don't know.
And they're fighters too.
I'm just-
But they got overlooked because these people got more clout, whatever you want to call it, and they're doing it for the money.
But that's what it's about.
That's what. Yeah, that's gonna. Get
If we
them
didn't
more
care
viewers.
about clout, we could take some random ass boxer who actually is an amazing boxer with 3,000 followers and put
Exactly.
him in the ring.
Exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody wants to see some random guy. They want to see somebody with something to lose. Like I want to see if Austin loses this fight, his wife and his family are leaving him. He'll never see them again. That's what I'm here for. I want to see something on the line.
That ain't happening.
Okay, maybe not.
I'm not.
Why is he out here thugging?
He said, y'all
Did you have Bryce on?
Yes,
He won't do
Okay.
it.
Now, were you talking major smack about Austin?
a little bit.
Yeah. Because I was trying to bring you to the show today, and it was a little bit of a problem.
They weren't into it.
They weren't into it.
I think all I said was that I thought that his relationship was fake.
Oh.
That's all I said was that their
What do
relationship
you mean?
seemed like
all
bullshit.
I said. That's a big ass claim.
That's a big claim.
That's
yeah.
a big thing for him. He doesn't like people saying that.
That's a big claim for anybody.
I wasn't going to go
if
either
it's
way.
his family and it's real, yeah.
Well, but isn't that's what like everybody says?
What'd you say?
Basically, that like I feel like there's a ton of people who believe this, that the Ace family's relationship is maybe not what it appears to be.
Is that really that crazy to say? It looks very fabricated.
I mean, if you found out that your parents weren't really dating and they were just doing it to keep up images, then wouldn't you be kind of like, whoa, that's fucked up?
I don't know what happened.
that.
I had to submit a list of influential people or whatever that I want there. and for some reason you got the no, and I was just wondering why. Like,
Hey, I
didn't
don't know
get
what it is with this ambiance. Whenever I'm on this podcast, I get like angry and like say shit. Why can't I just chill and have fun and laugh? Can one of y'all make me
We're
laugh?
combative.
Honestly, he's been saying some wild shit. He hasn't been talking like this all day. As soon as you come
Yeah.
on here, you really let it go.
I've been having so much fun today. I come on here, I get angry and
It's like
like
Adam
I revert back to that old energy. What are you doing
We
to
made you
me?
talk about June 15th,
Yeah.
July 15th, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, that's what it was. You triggered me.
I mean, that puts you in a weird place, right? And also, you're probably breathing in all this weed. You're starting to get high. You're like,
I'm not trying to get high by smelling that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not getting high
I can
by
stop
smelling
if
that.
y'all want me to.
You
No.
good? You good?
Yeah, this is our show. We do it every
I want to
like-
laugh. Like
I was
I
like, pass the
want,
blunt
I want
to the
these
nigga to
people.
the
Like
left.
these people probably think I'm always angry. They don't see that I actually like I can laugh.
I mean, the best thing that you could do for our views is if you were to like get up and scream in Keemstar's face. So whatever you want to do is totally fine by us.
Listen, fuck all that. Coming from someone who has watched your YouTube videos from the beginning, bro, I'm glad to see you still going. I'm sad, glad to see you doing your thing. Fuck what they talking about. Fuck all that negative shit. Stay on your
Appreciate
positive
that.
shit, bro.
Appreciate
Yo,
that.
can I ask you a
Appreciate
question?
that, actually?
Are you in any way depressed about YB and Namir stealing your ex-girlfriend?
Huh?
Bro,
Wait,
that
what?
shit's so old. They
wait.
stealing my ex-girlfriend. You drag. Are you living in 2016, bro?
Wait.
Why you
Let
do
them
that?
be happy.
He really wants to make you angry.
Yo,
That's so left
he
field.
just had this peace in the Middle East moment, dabs, like real respect.
And he brings up, I'm
He
happy.
had to ruin it,
He
Bro.
goes, I've been watching you since the very beginning. I'm very proud of you, Fousey. And Adam's like, fuck this. This ain't going the way I want it to go.
Yeah.
I like spicy, bro.
That is fucked
Nah,
up,
look,
bro.
I want to say this though, since you put me on record now with that.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
One, that's really old. I was really young. Two, I'm really happy for her and him. I wish them the best.
The
I hope
girl
they
that
get
he's
married.
dating Now is your ex-girlfriend?
No,
Yeah, you're talking about now. You're talking about now, but how did you feel at the time?
happy for her.
Bullshit.
I wasn't. What?
Wait.
I don't know about happy.
Was this when YB and Amir was popping, or is this after he wasn't popping?
Bro, I'm not talking about
I just
him.
need
Or,
to know that part.
He's not popping anymore?
Don't
mean,
disrespect
That's the
my
homie.
man.
How dare you?
Listen, first
Don't
of all,
disrespect the Yank.
No. Hey.
Andrew Yang.
Shout out to the looks. But I'm saying, was this in the prime of his seat? You feel me?
Good
But
job.
I'm
Wait,
trying to
they've
work
been
it out.
together for years.
She didn't transfer directly from you to him, though, right? This was like years in
Transfer,
between.
bruh.
How
Trying
was
like
the
a
ownership
Pokemon?
transfer?
Bruh. Nah, she had an ex after me, bruh.
Okay. That's all I wanted to
We
hear.
shouldn't
I
be
just
talking
wanted,
about that. I don't do stuff like that.
I just always wanted to know, so I figured out to
Adam
finally
is
ask.
fucked up.
I just wanted to know. I always wanted to ask Namir.
He wanted to
But
laugh,
that
but you
felt
made
kinda
me
fucked
laugh.
What's fucked up about it? Relationships break up and they get with new people.
I don't know if there's anything wrong.
You gotta.
I just wanted to know what
Hey,
you. What,
so
what
You
happened.
gotta be salty when your sitch leave, man. It doesn't matter.
He says bitch instead of
I
bitch. He
switch it up
says
so much.
sitch, which is a Crip thing. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah, let's change gears real quick. Fousey, did you ever apologize to Shane Dawson? I was curious about
Shit
that.
with little kids,
No.
though?
He was given permission to show up.
Oh
So
yeah, Shane's
Don't
his career's
apologize to that
done.
nigga.
you
Nah,
think
he's
it's
gonna
really
come
done?
back. No, he's
you
gonna
don't
come
think it's
back.
you,
That's
you
exactly
think
what I
come
meant
back
when
will
I
be
brought
fine?
back James Charles. That's a perfect example. I guarantee you,
he will
Shane
come back.
Dawson comes right back and gets fluttered with love and like, oh my God.
What did he do though?
We talked about it.
He made a lot of jokes. He made jokes about
Yeah,
It was all
kids.
jokes,
Yeah,
yeah.
it really
Yeah.
wasn't that crazy.
Is
honestly.
it just jokes? I
don't
heard a
play
lot
with-
more stuff.
Oh shit!
But like the shit with like he was like acting like he was about to fuck the cat. Like that was obviously a joke, bro.
I heard otherwise. But hey,
I don't want no cat fucker
hey,
to come back.
the Smith family came after him.
Oh, I see that.
That was what
Okay,
really
yeah.
did it. Yeah.
Oh, because he said something about Willow, right?
Nah, he was like,
Fucking dickhead.
he was like making love to like a poster of her.
No,
like,
he was pretending to jerk off to a
Jerk off to
poster.
a
But she
of her
was
on the
14
wall.
14
Yes,
years
but
old,
I mean,
though.
he's gay. He's never jerked off to a woman. Like, it was
We
a
don't know
total
that.
joke.
no, what?
I don't know. He probably
Quit
fucked girls
standing
back
up for
in
your people. He did something bad.
Yeah.
No, it's bad for sure. For sure, it's bad. I'm just saying.
Which one?
It was a joke. It's not like anyone thinks he's actually a pedophile. It's not like, you know.
I don't know. That's not what they saying.
He's Fousey saying something different.
Yeah, they said
This guy's off.
All I'm saying,
Fuck
I don't
her.
believe that
So-
any of these big YouTubers that have been canceled couldn't make proper comebacks. I seen Chris D'Elia get canceled. He comes right the fuck back. I seen fucking, like, David Dobrik, even at the height of him getting hate, his apology had way more likes than dislikes.
Exactly, and I talked about that on my shit.
He's
but
fake canceled.
when I did fake pranks, right? Every video I uploaded got 100,000 dislikes. But he's going to post an apology for all the shit he did and get 1 million likes. This system and society is fucked.
Yeah, but
Is he white though?
yeah, of course.
They don't like sand niggas then.
Yo, you can't say that.
Wait a minute.
Shout out to Hidden and Wild.
Wait a minute.
This is a setup. This is a setup. This is a straight
Hey, so
setup.
we were just having this conversation. Do you think that everybody should be speaking out about the Palestine shit, or do you think that YouTubers who don't know what the fuck they're talking about should just leave it alone?
Or Erica Mena should leave it alone.
Or should Erica Mena leave it alone?
Dude, we shouldn't talk about it. We should just switch topics.
No, as a
It's hot. It's spicy.
right now.
No,
like,
at
yeah,
the Popeyes,
Shane did
I'ma get on the way
that.
home.
I have to. Hey, if he brought that up, I'm gonna give you this analogy. Right now, if we were going through, what year was it when we were doing the Black Lives Matter protests and all that stuff?
Last year?
2020.
Okay, last year. Look,
Every year for the last 40 years?
No, but listen to where I'm getting with.
Yeah, go ahead.
He just brought up Palestine, so if I don't say anything, that's like if Black Lives Matter got brought up and y'all stayed quiet. I can't stay quiet. It's free Palestine till the death of me.
I respect that.
What's happening? I'm not against the thing with me, and I said this on my Instagram the other day. Me saying free Palestine doesn't make me anti-Jewish, doesn't make me anti-Semitic. It's just saying my people deserve human rights. They're getting killed. There's a whole there's a government body behind the eradication of their entire civilization, and it deserves to be free. So if you're scared to stand up for the rights of Palestinians, I don't know. I know a lot of people who are, and I ain't getting mad at them. But for me, it's free Palestine. I'm sorry.
So is it fuck Joe Biden because he's all pro-Israel?
To be honest, I'm really upset because I got coerced into thinking, oh, I'm getting Trump out, now I'm getting Biden in, we're good. Come to find out, he's openly admitting to be a Zionist, and so is Kamala Harris. What the fuck? What did I get myself into? I sold one bad to get an even worse bad.
You think it's worse?
Man, you saying some shit, my boy. Some real shit.
He's out here.
That's why they be trying to silence you, my boy, because you be saying some real shit.
I say too much shit. I know.
Hey, you be keeping it 1,000.
It only happens on this
respect
podcast,
Nah,
though.
bro.
No, but seriously, like,
bro.
I got my family in Palestine right now. My uncle worked with the Palestinian government his whole life, passed away last year. Allah yirhamu. Like, he fought for the rights of Palestine. My sister became a lawyer at Berkeley Bolt University, but because of her love for Palestine, became a civil rights activist just to advocate all her time for the freedom of Palestine. She's right now on CNN on the front line fighting for the advocation, just trying to explain her piece. And in all she's saying, she's never saying she wants to see one single Jew hurt. Not saying she wants to see one single Israeli hurt. That's not what we're on about. I don't want death to anybody. I've heard difference to what people want from me. I don't want no war. I want nothing. I just want freedom. Let my people go.
I respect
What
that.
do we do when there's
That was
no,
great.
that
was great.
There's no like equal footing that they could end up on? Like, what is peace? Like, if people are talking about peace, what does peace look like when these two
Damn,
countries
it was
are at
so
war
good,
forever?
and Adam's just
Here
really
he goes.
digging
I'm
it.
just
Like,
trying to
one
get
of us is
realistic.
getting
Like, what is
One of
it? What
us
does
is
the
getting
solution look like? This is an honest question because I don't know. Like, what does the solution look like?
You can't ask me because like this has been going on for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Like the first time in 1948 when this shit all started, like my dad had to leave Palestine because of this. This isn't new. They've been arguing about a
Adam, you know
two-state
what happened?
solution, which isn't gonna happen for years. So right now,
What's the
the
beef?
U.S.
I don't even know.
U.S.
The-
government just needs to intervene and put a ceasefire and
You-
demand that.
The UK, like England, they promised that land to multiple different, like 3 different people. They
Right.
fucked it all up because it used to be a colony or whatever.
They're fighting over that?
Could-
over the land?
the land, the Holy Land.
Yeah.
It's basically
There's only
like
one Holy
gangbanging.
Land.
They gangbanging on each
That's
other.
what I said, but
Yeah.
do you think that's not a fair comparison to say, like, this is like Bloods and Crips and it ain't never gonna end? So it's like, from my
I
perspective,
know it
I'm
sounds
like,
super ignorant, but like in a simplified.
but for us, it's an easy way to understand it because
Yeah,
nobody
like-
thinks the Bloods are right and the Crips are wrong.
I
It's,
know,
it's,
I know
look,
this
it's
sounds
perspective,
like,
right?
We're not even trying to be ignorant. We're
I
really
talked
trying
to-
compare
What
it
is
to
the
something.
actual
Nah.
solution, though?
I
'Cause
talked to my
I'm confused.
I told you-
What is the solution?
Look, what has happened each time this has happened, because this is not the first time, it's just the first time it has the news that it does, is a ceasefire has been called, time goes by, and it happens all over again. If this were to continue going as it is right now, Palestinians, like as we know it, living over there right now, will literally be erased from the entire country as if they never existed, and it will be Israel for the rest of the time. That's what would happen right now. So right now, the first and foremost, the U.S. needs to intervene, put a ceasefire, and stop what's going on right now. Because it's like if we were like gangbanging or whatever, and y'all had, yeah.
You looked at
see
me
it?
this
Gang
time.
No, I'm looking at both
banging.
y'all. And y'all had like,
Why not me?
y'all had
What the hell?
y'all had rockets on rockets on rockets on rockets, and I had
They do.
like
Bang, bang.
rocks to throw back. Granted, they fired some missiles back, but I had like baby shit it's not fair
compete with.
It's not right. Yeah. And that's all we're saying.
Big Blammy versus Lil Blammy. I get
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Damn,
man?
yeah, you got me to talk about some shit. See, you always do that.
No, it was good. It was good.
that was nice though. That was nice.
I just wanted
Okay.
to hear your perspective because I hear people talking about it, but I don't really hear it from the source of people who feel personally aggrieved.
exactly.
and
The
have
thing is, I
relatives
get
there.
DMs back whenever I voice on it telling me to like kill myself and this, but not understanding that whenever I voice my opinion, I'm never saying anything negative towards the
listen,
other
my brother.
side.
You're not enticing hate.
And also, you can't focus. I know you probably get a lot of love and a lot of people that listen to you too. You can't focus on the haters that are like trying to trigger you by DMing you crazy shit, telling you to kill yourself on purpose. Because you probably got more like fans than you do people that actually hate you and want to see you harm yourself.
For sure.
And then people are gonna try to trigger you, bro.
And the people that DM you crazy shit, they just want a fucking response out of you.
True,
Anyway.
true.
And you know that's fact. Like all the time, I constantly say, don't worry about the people that are mad at
always-
you.
you've been trying to tell me
Worry
that.
about the people that fuck with you, and a lot of people fuck with you, and they're gonna fuck with you forever, dude. All this crazy shit that went down there, we're all making jokes about, dude. You got fucking millions of people that don't give a shit about it. They fucking love FouseyTUBE, but you always focus on the few people that are mad at it. It's just
You can't, bro.
it's a problem.
But did you feel like you had to start this new channel? You couldn't have just started doing this content on your existing channels with hella subscribers and whatnot?
I would have never. Well, the reason that starting a new channel was good. Rice Gum was the one who actually gave me that idea. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, YouTube like killed his 10 million subscriber channel." He goes, "I made a new family channel. Shit's popping off, getting in recommended again. CPM is better." So me making that new channel, was so like. The 10 million was dead, right?
Right.
And it's like, it's not going nowhere. And even the people who are watching are just watching to hate. Starting a new one, I was getting people who just fucked with me in 2021 to fuck with me, but also 5 videos have trended on that channel already. Not a single video last year trended on the FouseyTUBE channel. The CPM is paying way better. The views are out the motherfucking roof.
Yeah.
So it was just a better decision
And
all
when
around.
you have an old channel like that, you have all this old content that's been there for years where you were breaking the rules today, but they were fine back then. It just fucks up your channel.
Isn't it crazy that YouTube would like gladly just kill off channels like you and Rice that are like these people who literally became famous on the platform and have built gigantic audiences?
But they're not purposely doing it. It's the fucking robots.
No.
Robots run every fucking
Nah, but
thing.
it's not even about that. Like, even if internally they were like, we don't want these two, bruh, they got 10 Addison Rays, 10 Charlie D'Amelios, 10 Taylor. Like, they got all these people who replace it. They don't care.
I
They're
miss
following what's
when
working.
YouTube vlogger meant Roman Atwood and Fousey and not Addison Ray and some other retard who I can't even think of right now. It's
No,
just,
I ain't dissing
it was
them.
more
Whoa,
rare.
whoa,
Oh, we say that on here. Yeah, it's
whoa.
fine. It's fine. Oh, we can't say that? My bad.
You can't. How you gonna do that?
What, you're not into retard? Honestly, retard still flies in hip hop pretty good. I hear you guys say it all the time
Yeah, I say
too,
it.
so I'm used to it. Yeah.
I shouldn't say it though.
Nah, that's another word I don't say.
You don't like that? Okay.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Strike that from the
send
record.
We'll
some
say
love to
challenge
Ricky
challenge
Berwick.
person.
Who?
Ricky Berwick, send some love to him.
I don't
And all the
I don't
others.
use that word, but also I don't have anything against Addison Ray. Like, I feel like she's a future star in this industry.
I
But
thought you had a problem with Addison Ray.
Ray?
I thought you hated her.
from where?
I'll just play. Yo, a lot of people hate on Addison for no reason. That
No
girl
reason.
gets
Seems
more
nice, yeah.
hate than anyone.
For no reason.
Right now, I want to see what she looks like.
She's gonna be the next
He's
star.
so
She's
out
gonna
of
be
it.
the next star.
You're so Compton.
No, I'm not.
He doesn't even know what Addison Ray looks
I
like.
mean, I know who she is.
No,
I don't
but
know what she looks like.
this is what my thing. Compare FouseyTUBE in his early incarnation to Addison Ray. Addison Ray,
38
immaculate looking, no trauma. FouseyTUBE, at one point was actually really fat and then had like the most ridiculous body transformation of ever, but plenty trauma. I'm looking for trauma. That's what I want to see from my vloggers.
Trauma?
Then read my book. Read my book.
Trauma is what makes for a good vlogger from my perspective. I don't want to
Yeah.
see somebody who's well adjusted, that their life seems like it's going crazy.
Well, no,
I
no,
get what he's saying, but read my book. Read my book. Read
This
my
is
book.
what's happened on the entire internet, Adam. Is the fucking internet isn't fun anymore because you can't do or say
Yeah.
anything controversial or
So
you're getting
lame.
fucking canceled. So nobody's even bothering having
You know what's
conversations
crazy?
like
If
this.
I had said the word you had just said, the backlash I would get is
Oh
so
my
different
God.
than what you would get, and I can't
Plus,
comprehend
'cause
why.
I'm hip hop.
His fan base has just like
They tune it
grown
out.
into the most toxic young white kids from the middle of nowhere. that just
Amen.
say
Yo,
that-
you ever,
Amen.
you ever,
Please don't talk
Hey.
about the meth heads.
I love the meth heads.
Shout out to the meth heads.
I love the meth
Hey,
heads.
you-
Shout
the
out to
Gumbies.
The Gumbies.
Formerly
Rope
Rope Gang.
On my 10 million subscriber channel, before I dipped on it this year, I released a final
Subtle
music
flex,
video
subtle
called
flex.
Re-Up. You hear it? You hear my
Let's play
song?
it right now.
Play
Throw
that
it up.
music
Throw
video.
it up.
We
Throw it
can't.
up.
We're gonna stream. This is a
It's him,
podcast.
though.
It's my song.
We'll probably still get flagged.
We don't play media on here.
Okay, all right.
But tell us about it.
Yo, sing it.
I want to hear.
Acapella.
Exactly.
Acapella.
All right. Look, I'm gonna leave after this. I'm gonna leave after this. No, stop. I can't do that. I can't, no.
I'm pretending that I know how to make a beat.
I'm gonna explain to y'all. I'm gonna explain to y'all why this resonates so well, right? 2020 was ending. I had 3 failed drop shipping
Talk
businesses.
to the camera, man. Talk to the people.
I'm enjoying talking to them. I'm vibing. Hey guys,
They're from
I don't
Compton.
need that. I fuck with their energy.
I'm from Compton. Stop it.
Look, so it was about my life had hit the gutter. Okay, like I was done. My career was fucking over.
in the dirt.
He was in the mud.
Literally, my career was over.
Little leagues.
Dead. Nobody thought I could come back. So on my leaving my 10 million subscriber channel, I come out with a song called Re-Up. Meaning, and that's like if you look at how my car is dropped right now, it says Re-Up on the side. My new merch is gonna be Re-Up. Meaning, no matter how low you get,
You better talk to the clips.
no matter how
Re-Up
bad
gang.
life gets, no matter what happens,
Poppy.
They might come for you, bro.
You need
you
another
can
brick.
always get back up even better than you were before and do things better. So that's why this song resonates so much, because if you literally listen to the lyrics, and I'm gonna say it for y'all, listen.
Come on.
Okay.
Don't laugh, bro. You gotta talk to laugh.
Filming.
I didn't laugh.
I'm not even a rapper. That's the thing. I do it just to show people like you can't restrict me to
you
nothing.
need to headline the next July 15th.
Chill
bro.
out.
Yeah,
Chill out.
bro.
I'm just showing people that like there's nothing you can't do. So it goes like this. Took a few L's, made me tear up. I hated the man in the mirror. $1 a dream, I'm a dreamer. The rollie told me time to re-up. I got me some cash, I don't need a chick. I been in my bag, I been in my shit. We running it back, I started on Twitch. 100 my teeth, they bright as a bitch. Already came up from nothing. They really pushed my buttons. The push start, I bring the top in. 8th in the wood, I ain't coughing. East Saint Laurent, I got options. Used to see me in a Rari. I guess it don't fit with the starry. Shout out the Bay, it's a party.
Okay.
You think I fell off? Bitch, I'm starting. Thank y'all. Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you.
Much respect, Fousey.
Love you, brother.
Hey, spoiler
Thank
alert.
you.
Adam hates fake teeth.
Thank you for coming through.
That's crazy.
That's not true. I love fake teeth.
Yo, I gotta get going too, but he did miss some bars. There's a whole nother bar.
That he forgot?
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say Dollar in the
I'm
Woods at
here
one
with
point.
Adam, the boys, and Keem. It's next July 15th.
About to have a gay wet dream for the team. Wow. That was the craziest little like hour-long interlude in the middle of the... Or how long was that we just do? That was a beautiful thing. Shout out to the chat.
I had to pee, but I'll hold it.
That was fun.
That was fun.
All right, y'all.
Much
Y'all have
love.
a good one,
Appreciate
y'all.
you guys for real.
That was crazy.
That was
Wow.
actually, he was actually spitting.
Hey, listen.
That
man.
was good, right?
That was fire.
Hey,
Re-up gang.
are y'all related? Cause y'all niggas look exactly the same.
Wait, Adam and Dadam?
No, him and Keemstar.
Oh.
Are you his stunt double? Is that why your arm's fucked up?
A bear fight?
I love it.
Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. Nice to meet you, man. Holy fuck.
Shout out my nigga Abe, man.
YouTube rep just pulling up like that. What's going
Hey,
on?
Abe and Keemstar literally.
sure, man. Appreciate you.
Could Abe and Keemstar could play each other in a movie?
That guy actually just started helping me out with YouTube shit, and we had a phone call the other day, and I had no idea that was him sitting there on the couch the entire time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
That was insane.
It was a fun interlude, right?
Honestly, the freestyle just blew my fucking mind.
I know you have questions, because you don't know what the fuck Fousey was talking about for a large percentage of that.
He was very positive. I was just listening to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, he's really he's a motivational speaker.
But are you wondering like who he is or like why?
No, I've seen some of his videos before.
Because
Yeah.
that's the Mortal Kombat prank guy.
I know. on the elevator and shit.
That's like the era that you're from. That's what's so tight. AD was a subscriber on his old channel.
I didn't subscribe to
Me too.
nobody until I fucking start working for No Jumper.
For real?
I swear.
to God,
Like
yeah.
and subscribe. Haha.
Me either, honestly.
Now I know the importance of it, so now I subscribe to anything I watch on YouTube.
Fousey like was so weird. Like he's supposed to be sitting here and he's like this, and I'm like pushed all the way into the back corner.
I was like locked in with 80's arm, basically.
I know. I kept telling you guys from Compton.
That was funny. Yo, honestly, that was crazy. It was like, honestly though, you feel the power in what he's saying. Like
I believed him,
You
though.
would have believed in everything. It don't matter if he could have been like, "You're not even alive right now." I would have been like, you know what? Maybe I'm not alive.
Nah, he said that. I'm saying
the way you
too much
said that with
ketamine.
conviction. I'm like, I don't know. He could be a cult leader if he wanted to. Honestly.
Well, hey, speaking of ketamine,
Lamar Odom said that shit.
we have a few news stories going on today. Let me just break into this one. Also, I just want to throw this idea out there, and I would love to read comments, not in the chat, but in the comments. How many of you guys would pay $5 a month for a Patreon where you get an additional episode of the No Jumper Show / at the end of the day, just an additional episode full of content each week? Who would be interested in that? Is that an enticing idea? Just an honest question. Let us know down below in the chat.
Tap in with
You in TV land.
Yeah. Anyway,
You can also get exclusive content here at No Jumper.
Come to my Patreon. You can watch videos of me masturbating.
Are you the new head of equity? head of
Can I see the books? I need to know ahead of
I
time.
need to know.
I'm gonna move.
Before the Patreon.
Run me
video
my
drops.
ducats.
I'm gonna move to New York and go full JBP. You know that is. I just want to say though, that is the crazy shit. Is that this show was pretty much started because I was watching the Joe Budden show and being like, we need a show like that,
Yeah.
and somehow we outlasted that show.
He stole me and Cam Girl's show and then jumped on.
I
and
did
made
see-
it
I
into-
see that
made it into
comment,
our
yeah.
show.
Oh, y'all two at first?
It was just me and Cam Girl at first, and then he was a special guest, and then he was like, "Fuck that, let's do this all together." I think he might do the same thing to 10 Talks.
Divide and conquer.
He might kick Riley off and just started him and Yuri podcast.
But you know, I did 10 Talks the other day.
I know. I watched it this morning.
That was fun. You watched the whole thing?
No,
It was like 2 hours.
I watched like
He's definitely gonna pass up your episode now. You've been
watched-
bragging about it every week.
I know. Fuck.
It was fun coming
You
here.
might pass it up in the first day.
I came here and did the episode while I had already been like at the crib eating edibles, and then I started just smoking more weed with Yuri and Riley, and it was a good time.
Yuri forgot to introduce Riley in the beginning. I remember that.
Right. She got so nervous. There's one point where
Why? No. Why? Wait. They both seem super nervous. Like they're not with you every fucking day at this office.
But did you see the
It's
part?
different though.
No, they were both nervous
but
as
this-
shit.
They have a
was-
lot riding on it right there. They're like, Adam's here. We have
No,
to
but
show.
bro, they've been doing a great job this whole
But
time. Shout out to Yuri
this
and
is-
Riley,
This
man.
is the
Go
super
subscribe to
awkward
10
part.
Talks.
Go subscribe to Harmonious Man's channel. But either way, this was the awkward part. Is that Yuri had to pee like 3 times during the episode.
Because they had to start drinking
Because they're
before.
drinking beers, whatever. But he walks away and goes, Riley has a ton of questions written down for you. He walks away. Riley like clearly doesn't have anything written down. She's like, I feel awkward. And then proceeded to not ask me any questions. And I already was kind of
Yuri
like,
threw it on her.
As soon as he walked away, I was kind of dreading it because I'm like, bro, I know what the fucking comments are about to start saying. And the comments and the fact that me and her are going to be reading the comments is going to make this fucking
course.
awkward because you know that somebody's going to be commenting saying,
Some crazy
fill
ass
in the
shit.
blanks.
Yeah.
And so that made the fact that she didn't have a question ready to go like more awkward because I was dreading seeing what the comments were about to say. I just started talking about Lil Reese because I was like, I got to start talking
Yeah.
about something.
Yeah, I mean, like at that point, you gotta just freestyle it, you know?
Yuri's funny though because I noticed his interview style is like, if you tell a story, instead of like just asking another question, he will then tell you another story that
I kinda like
I
that,
told
though.
the story about pooping my pants. He's like, oh yeah, man, I pooped my pants. All right. He just starts hitting me with another pooping pants story. It was like, so then we're compounding. It's like all of a sudden you're like 4 poop stories in a
And
row.
it's like, well,
Y'all
my
some shitty
friend
people.
actually shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
it's just like, it's just that deep.
It was still a good time though. I had a good time, but it was a little. It was interesting.
Laura's ad libs in the background are always
Laura,
crazy.
nobody is going to go to your house and poop their pants.
Yeah. Wait, Laura, you have a
At least not intentionally.
Wait, you have a side podcast, really? Oh, she was joking. Okay.
Imagine she did.
Yeah, Laura gets jealous for no reason. It's so funny, honestly.
Yeah.
Shout
I
out
can tell
to
you
Laura,
some more
though.
examples. She's a little. She gets green and with
Yuri's
envy.
house is nice, honestly. I mean, I haven't been there because he doesn't trust me.
I
and
didn't go to
invite
his
me.
house. We filmed that here.
Oh, for real? I went to his house.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you went to the
but he
crib.
moved into a new space and he didn't really have like everything set up to do his tent talks.
Oh,
It's
so
not a
he's-
tent no more.
No
It's
tent.
open talk.
Well, no, it's green screen.
Yeah,
vibe.
green screen tent.
I love green screen.
I just snitched on
But
it.
it was funny because I'm also like directing it. Like at one point, Yuri had moved in his seat so that he was completely covering Riley. You couldn't even see her at
You're like,
all.
move back.
And I'm like, Yuri, lean back. Like I'm fucking doing basically like what I have to do on here. Like,
Yeah, just-
but that's what I wanted to say earlier when Fousey was all fucking covering me up. I'm like, can you like maybe sit where you're supposed to sit here?
Yeah,
and not-
I can't believe that just happened right now. I forgot that.
That's
that
fun,
happened.
right?
That was honestly amazing.
You should get him to recreate one of those Mortal Kombat pranks with
We
you.
should do it.
I would
with
do
him,
that, bro.
That
but
would
for
be
the hood.
I would really do that.
Yeah,
That's
he
like
might-
a
that
different
shit was
audience.
You might
funny.
get popped in 2021.
You
though.
can't do that in the hood though. Somebody might pop you.
Take Fousey to Compton to do some pranks.
That wouldn't be the
That might
smartest
be
idea.
dangerous.
I just interviewed Danny Mullen. I don't know if we already talked about this.
Yeah,
but
we did, yeah.
He he did a 24 hours in Compton video.
What the fuck?
And he had people driving by saying, "Get the fuck out of Compton." They actually went by the court/police station or whatever, and ended up sleeping on the ground near the police station because they were so worried about being in any other part of Compton. And they went there for 24 hours all night with no security, which I found kind of impressive.
Wait. What were you saying about him earlier before they walked in?
I don't know. That's not very descriptive.
You were saying something about Danny Mullen right before they walked in, and me or something.
He brought a girl here who wanted to have sex with you, and you weren't here, so you didn't get to do it.
Wait, what? Where
Literally,
you?
he brought a girl
Heartthrob
here.
Housephone.
He brought a girl here for the purpose of fucking you. She wanted to go in the bathroom and fuck you.
Wait, are you joking?
No
Well, I
paddle,
don't know if
nigga?
she literally wanted to do that, but she does want to fuck you apparently. And you weren't here, so you didn't get no nookie.
I mean,
She looked pretty good.
I've been to her crib before. I know.
You been? You been to her crib?
Backstory.
Were you doing ketamine or were you fucking?
I've hung out with her before. I did not smash. That's why
You
I
got
keep
the neck?
Listen.
You giving neck?
Listen, I need to stop telling these stories in real time.
No, that's cool.
This was like a while ago though. This was like beginning of COVID swag. So yeah, I hung out with her, but
But then you wouldn't fuck her because COVID made you nervous?
no, I just didn't fuck her yet. I had only hung out with her like once.
That's
Do you plan on doing it? She's listening right now.
1000% would be down if I didn't have a little situationship.
You got a
Going on.
situation.
I'm
like
dodging.
that? No?
I'm
I
dodging.
just got it now.
I'm dodging all these.
Situation.
I'm
Get yourself a little sitch.
Get yourself a sitch. I'm dodging all these, like random girls right now. I'm trying to like stay away from that. Stay focused, you know.
I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm trying. I'm
I
trying.
like that,
I'm
man.
trying. It sound good right now, but you never know on a Saturday night at
Josh
3
is
a.m.
like, please.
Yeah, Saturday night at 3 a.m. We don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, being in a relationship is like being on a diet where it's like if you don't eat ice cream for long enough, you'll forget how much you love ice cream.
Exactly.
If you don't get no new pussy for long enough, you'll forget what
Or
new
if the
pussy even feels like.
If the pussy you get in is so fire, they don't even really like. You
That
could
if,
just
you,
be,
if you were to get some new pussy, you'd be like, damn, that pussy sucked.
bro. Have
I'm
you
into
ever
that.
got some man? Like it's like you it's like you wasting a body at that point, or you get some crazy like teethy neck, and then you got a girl at home that's giving you the fire neck. Why'd you even go do that? Like you know.
But you ever-
at some point you have to realize that just the grass is not always greener on the other side.
But you ever cheat and it turns you into the best boyfriend in the world for like a week after that because
Oh my God.
you realize like, oh my God, my girl's pussy is fire, and this bum ass bitch that I put my penis inside, it was trash. She doesn't
Smelled
like
bad.
this. Yeah, she smelled weird.
It
She
was
was
just-
farting in her sleep. I never cheated, so I don't
She
actually know
snores
what that's
loud.
like.
Listen.
But
Me neither.
Can
I can imagine for other people that would be a whole thing.
Let me just tell this story. I'm gonna try to make it fast. I'm gonna incriminate myself right now. I don't give a fuck. I don't date this girl anymore.
Get it, MAGA hat.
Rolling Loud 2019 LA. Wait, no.
You're gonna tell the story about the girl
No,
trying to suck you off
not Rolling
backstage
Loud.
again?
Not Rolling Loud. This is the one before. Day in Vegas.
Right.
Day in Vegas. We go to Vegas. Right. This is my first time being booked like as a rapper on a festival lineup, like where my name is on the shit. I'm not going with nobody. I'm not coming out during nobody else's set. It's my full set. I'm feeling lit. We in Vegas. I'm basically like chilling the first 2 nights. Like we get there Thursday. I think I performed Saturday. So after the show, nigga, I go get lit, right? I get so lit that I'm texting this bitch back home in LA that I had just met, and I was like, yeah, I'm at this kickback, like all my friends are here, but I'm not even talking to nobody. I'm in the room, I'm in the corner texting you, wish you were here. She was like, I wish I was there. I wish I was there too. Like, oh my God, like I'm so mad you, cause I had invited her, but then I realized me, Cam Girl, Blasey, and my ex at the time were going together and staying together. So I'm like, I can't invite this other random bitch. Where am I gonna keep her at? In the room with my girl? Like, no, right? So I'm texting her at 3, 4 a.m. and I'm like, you know what? Look up a Spirit flight right now. Fly her.
Spirit one?
Fly her $50 flight from LA to Vegas, right? But I'm lit as fuck, hella coked out when I'm making these plans. So by the time she actually gets to Vegas, it's like 8, 9 a.m. Nigga, I'm like ready to go to sleep, right?
That's what I'm thinking. That's a lot of faith to be coked up and partying and fly somebody out and plan to still be coked up partying by the time they get there, which granted, it's a really short flight. But still,
It's a really
I mean,
short flight.
usually
But listen,
in the past when I've been coked up and fucked
Well,
up,
listen.
I'm not planning on staying that way for like another 10 hours.
Well, look. So I'm thinking she's gonna be here in a couple hours. Like, my coked out logical brain is saying she's gonna be here in a couple hours. Like, it's not gonna be that bad, right? She gets there, my nigga. I fall asleep. I don't know how I woke up, but she was in the lobby for like 2-3 hours while I was asleep. I finally woke up, got in contact with her. Yo, where you at? She's like, I'm in the lobby, dude. I've been calling. You never tell me what, they wouldn't let me upstairs. You never tell me your room number. I don't know your last name.
She really liked you.
Listen.
She probably didn't even know your first name.
She comes up, right? She probably didn't.
His name is Lil.
Yeah, right. Look, so she comes upstairs. She comes into the room.
We've got a lot of Lils here, man.
Look, she comes
Is
upstairs.
he Lil Tecca?
She comes upstairs. She comes to the
Lil
room.
Candy Paint?
I try to give her some coke, and she's like, "Oh no, like I don't do that." And I'm just like, "Okay." And I'm so tired. I'm just like, I just go to sleep again. But she goes to sleep too. Sleep all day long. I wake up 7 p.m. I got like 30 missed calls from my girl, from Cam girl. They're like, where the fuck? Everybody's like, where are you? I like try to sneakily put my clothes on and like dip out. And the girl, by the way, it was me and the girl and then my homie Tiesto. Shout out to my boy Tiesto.
You both fucked?
No, I didn't even fuck her. Right?
JK.
I put my clothes on.
Burnt mission.
I put my clothes on and I'm trying to dip. And then she wakes up like, yo, where you going? I'm like, I'll be back. I just said that and then I just left. And I left her with Tiesto and made Tiesto drive her back home to LA. Never talked to her again. Went back to my girl. Spent the night with her. And then I took her to the Balenciaga store the next day. Bought her some Balenciaga.
Bro,
That's why she had those Balenciagas that day?
Yep.
this is a fucked up story.
I can't
felt
believe you
bad.
aired that
What
out.
did the other girl do to go sit home?
Nothing. She was just like some random thought. Like,
But I remember
fuck it.
that day where you came in and you were like all talking about how you had just bought your girl Balenciagas, and we were all kind of confused, like why, like what the fuck possessed you to do that? And you were just
I
kinda
was
like,
also-
it's lit. I felt like it, and but now it makes so much more sense.
Yeah. Also, I was up at the time too. Like I had just made like 20 racks off some random shit, and I was like, let's go.
You sold a brick.
Nah, like I was like, I got some like distribution shit from Create. Shout out to Create. I got
You got
paid-
the pants?
I got the Creative Vans. I got paid for day in Vegas. I got paid to do a not Don Julio, 1800
I was like,
tequila. 1800 tequila like paid me to post some shit. Like I was just up. Like I was like,
Right.
I had little random bags I was grabbing. I'm like, let's go crazy.
But that story right there does explain pretty well like how unstable and ridiculous people get when they're on coke. That you would
Yeah.
like do
Fly-
something like that
I
that makes
flew a
no
girl
sense.
out, didn't even have sex with her, and then
And
I
then
felt
abandoned
so,
her.
And then,
Look, like Laura said,
Laura said that
who
so
cares?
good.
Fuck her. Who fuck that girl?
She's
Yeah, you
dressed
were
like
supposed
Method Man
to.
right now.
But I end up, you know what's crazy? I ended up fucking that girl a bunch of times after. The girl that I abandoned and left with Tiesto.
then that's fine.
I fucked her a bunch of times.
You redeemed yourself.
Let me
Hey,
show you.
speaking of crazy times, I'm chilling in my house about 10 o'clock at night. I forget if it was probably Saturday. Super low key vibe in my house. Me and my girl, we just put the baby to bed. Well, not really at 10. It was put the
Yes,
baby
sir.
to bed a couple hours before that. And then AD calls me. No, actually.
Stop this.
Oh, that's off limits?
I mean,
I can't believe you would do this to one of our ebony queens
Oh my god.
and abandon her for a white
For a
woman,
white
too.
left her for the white.
Different ebony queen, Laura.
go ahead with the story, but just
No, somehow that feels kind of fucked up. Like,
Damn.
you doing that to a random white woman, I get it.
Yeah.
But our
Race
one of
baiting
our
right now.
sisters?
Race baiting.
You're right,
now.
I am race
Stop,
baiting. Yeah.
stop it. You're like that one comedian guy that was like, you fucking race traders. You saw that?
Wait, who said that?
He like went viral the other day because he.
Tony Henchcliffe, who I've interviewed before, he got,
got
dropped by WME with his agency and everything.
Wow.
I didn't actually hear it, but apparently he went on like
heard
a anti-Asian
Well, look,
tirade on
this
stage.
This is what it was like. The Asian guy who was a comedian that went before him, who was like hosting the show, he was like, like kind of like just saying like funny anti-white jokes and all the. It's in Austin, Texas. All the white people are like laughing, obviously. So then he got on stage and was like, "Oh, like y'all fucking y'all laughing at the white jokes, like oh y'all some pussies, like you not defending our people, basically, you know."
Laura, no.
Yeah, but
We're not interrupting this. We're doing the podcast now. Somebody's here who thinks that they're getting on the podcast. It's not happening.
The same person?
No.
All right.
I want to know who's.
No, I'm talking about the one we were talking about earlier.
No comment.
Secret
Oh,
text.
no. Why? So you don't want to be known that you were at a party? Okay. Maybe sometimes I feel like we should discuss what we're not talking about in advance.
Yeah.
But
I told you I
how
don't
do
want
we
to talk
know?
about that.
Oh, okay.
How do we know what we don't want to talk about?
I know until Adam brings it up
Yeah,
awkwardly.
exactly.
Okay, not talking about that. But let me say, it's a weird feeling when you're like having your quiet Saturday night and then all of a sudden somebody calls you and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Hey, drunk as fuck. And I'm just like, whoa, like the amount of energy pouring out of the phone. I'm on a 1. Like I'm on less than a 1 because I'm on edibles. And then boom, somebody on a 10. It's such a crazy feeling. It'll make you never want to drink again.
What'd you do? Did you go?
No, I just talked to him on FaceTime for like 5 minutes and then
That was it.
Got an update in the morning and that was it.
I thought you woke up, got out of bed, and like went to go party with him.
Hell no.
That day that happens, bro.
You know,
He never does this to
I'm
me.
moving in the other direction.
You gonna start
I'm
coming out?
getting up earlier so I can get more work done during the day. If anything, I'm trying to go to bed at 11, wake up at like 6:30. That to me, that's a schedule.
Waking up at 6 is the days go by so much slower. Feel like you could do way more
could
when
do
you wake up that
everything.
early.
But that's what it's like for
But
me
shit
now.
don't even be opening until 10 or 11.
no, but
sometimes.
when you wake up like 10, you have to get up, take a shower, get your day started, and then by the time you're like, damn, it's 4 o'clock already. It's like
Yeah.
you
That's-
feel like you don't accomplish
That's
nothing.
kind of how I feel right now because I wake up at 7:30. I'm in the gym at 8. I'm done by 9. I have an hour to eat breakfast and shower and get ready. Then I can leave here at 10. And so usually I try to like structure my shit so that I'm like doing one of my phone meetings for the day in the car on the way to the spot, or sometimes I'm listening to podcasts, whatever. But either way, it's like even waking up at 7:30, I'm getting into the office at like 11, and realistically, I'm trying to be out of here by like 6. But when we do the podcast and stuff, that means I'm out of there at like 9. I mean, already I'm just feeling like, damn, I'm trying to squeeze so much into these fucking days that if I'm gonna do anything to make the days seem longer, I just have to wake up earlier.
That's how I feel. Like this morning, I fucking wake up 9:30. Josh is like, send the script. I have to come over here. I'm like, I have to leave, get my mom some bread, come back to do the show and shit. I feel like the day just went by so fucking fast.
Yeah. Who the fuck are you texting me? What is going on here? I'm gonna have to put my phone over here so I don't see this anymore. Okay, so describe your weekend to me. This is a very all over the place podcast. I'm just gonna acknowledge that.
You know,
right
you
now.
know where I was yesterday? I went to Yo Gotti's birthday party.
How was that?
Yeah, everybody suited up, all black tie event. That shit was fire, bro.
Yeah,
Super.
I seen ESTG in a suit, and that's how I figured something was going on.
Everybody was in there on some real black excellence. Great food. DJ
white
was
guys?
booming. It was white people there.
No Rory.
No, I didn't see Rory there.
Okay.
But no, it was dope though, man. You know what I'm saying? His mom talked. Like I got like a real understanding listening to his mom, the type of environment that he grew up in and stuff like that. It was dope. It was real refreshing to hear that shit too. And it just like made me a bigger fan of Gotti and everything that he got going on.
How the fuck did you get invited to that?
I get invited to everything.
That's what I don't understand. Why don't I get invited to anything?
Because you're a grandpa, you don't like to go out.
And I think it's because I'm white. I'm gonna mostly blame it on that. You think there's probably a big chunk of it?
Probably.
I just want rich black guys to invite me to events where you have to wear a suit. Because that's specifically what I feel like is not happening in my life. But I would feel like I had kind of made it if I just got invited to more things where you have to wear a suit.
But bro, like you got to start going out, man. Be friends with people.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm having a hard time with.
I literally I think that like us are like as a whole are like your friends. You feel me? And you probably don't talk to nobody else like that, huh?
I talk to a lot of people, but I mean, the way I have my life set up is pretty much just like so that I can work as much as possible. And the idea of going out at night seems pretty much impossible.
Yeah, I don't even think you would enjoy yourself.
Hell no, 'cause
You'd be like, what
I'm
the
not
fuck
going to
am
get
I
fucked
doing?
up.
Yeah.
If I don't get fucked up, then what's the point? Like, I mean, not what's the point, but it's just not going to, it's not the same.
No, I agree.
Why is Housephone hugging Laura?
Laura's a great person. Why wouldn't no one hug her?
Yeah, right.
I hug Laura.
I'm just high, and I was like, I love Laura. Let me give her a hug right now. Sorry.
Laura's up for a hug.
I feel like 2009, like Kid Cudi right now. Like, I don't know why.
You on ecstasy?
No.
Oh.
Day and night.
Bro, you know what they was doing? I'm sorry. Good job.
No.
They were sending me this shit about Lamar Odom. So he used to do ketamine, and they just kept sending it to me. Like, this is going to be Housephone. I'm like, what the fuck?
But everybody started sending you that?
Yes.
Let me actually read this story now. Let's attempt to do a couple of topics here.
Right.
And also, our plan is at the 8 o'clock hour that we're going to, I guess, smoke a blunt and put the chat on members only so that we can communicate directly with our members. So if you guys want to become members over the course of the next 35 minutes.
At the end of the day, crack that off. I have to throw the thing in there, you know what I'm saying?
You like how I asked Fousey that fucking why been Amir question?
Yes, bro.
Yeah,
that was
wait,
fucked
so
up.
which
Because
one?
he would have spazzed out, man.
His current girl, Salt.
Wow. So that's Fousey's ex-girlfriend?
I didn't want to piss.
How old is she?
I didn't
She
want
look
to.
young as hell.
I didn't care about annoying Fousey with that question, but I am kind of like I don't want Namir to get mad at me, but it was worth it to try to get under Fousey's skin and see what he would say to that.
What? Who is
What
it?
the fuck?
Oh.
Get out there. Nobody's coming in. No. I already said no. Why do I have to answer the question twice? Yeah, it's not happening. Okay, here's the details that we have about this story. And also, the whole thing is nobody shows up here without permission ever. And if you
Yeah.
do, you never get to come on again.
That's
the
real.
whole thing. If you come here ever without permission, you are never welcome back. And I don't know why that's hard for people to understand sometimes.
Yeah, we can't even like be
Corny.
like nice.
And also, I don't even know why someone would have the address here. This is a very secretive location. Anyway, here's our story. Lamar Odom says that he is using ketamine to stay sober. Lamar Odom survived a near-fatal overdose in 2015 and revealed in a new interview on Good Morning America Monday that ketamine has played a critical role in his recovery. Lamar Odom said that he has been receiving small doses of the anesthetic for the past 2 years under supervision, and his quote is, "I went to rehab and did some other things, but ketamine came into my life at the right time. I'm feeling amazing," adding, "I'm alive, I'm sober, I'm happy, I'm doing ketamine with a little Housephone." The last sentence was a lie, but the rest of that was actually something he said. I wasn't really aware that people were using ketamine for.
I didn't know ketamine was a thing until I got here.
Right.
You know it's a thing. Like at all? You
At
never heard
all,
of it?
bro. Horse tranquilizer?
Yeah, it does sound crazy. It's
Probably not cracking in Compton, I guess.
Nah.
Maybe in the future. But yeah, I mean, I don't know how to feel about this. I guess it's got therapeutic benefits. Like I've heard there's been a lot of studies going around basically saying that Molly has like it's being officially allowed and they're having amazing results in terms of
Really?
people taking small amounts of MDMA and having that basically just help them out with depression and shit like that, which I'm not surprised by at all. And it actually seems kind of crazy that it took this long
If
for
it's
them
like
to
pure
allow that.
MDMA,
Oh yeah,
like
'cause
regulated
that's how you know you're getting the pure shit. Like when you go to a fucking what do you call it, a morphine spot or whatever the shit they give you when you're trying to get off heroin, you know you're getting the real shit. It's not gonna be stepped on by the cartel.
That's a fact. You gotta stop saying.
You gotta say
You
all
gotta
that.
stop saying.
Sorry, Bartel.
No, just say stepped on by dealers. Just leave it at that.
I love how you guys are worried about offending the cartel. Can't, just
I
leave that to
am.
me.
I'm 1,000%.
I don't want to fuck with them.
I do not want
Soft.
no smoke.
Soft.
I will be soft.
Why would the cartel, of all things that they could be offended by, why would they be offended by the notion that they sell drugs? Everybody knows that that's the entire
I
thing.
didn't
Stop
hear anything,
speaking.
cartel people.
I know
I
you
swear to
guys
God.
think this is funny, but it's negatively impacting the podcast to
it's
act like
how?
somebody's snitching when it's completely
Who
non-existent.
said something
Nobody
about
said nothing about
snitching?
snitching.
I'm just
They don't
saying.
like to be
I'm
talked
not
about.
trying to be killed by the cartel. They don't play around.
Again,
Don't play.
this is like it.
I don't wanna-
It kind of ruins the conversation when you guys act like I'm saying something that I shouldn't be saying when it actually is not a bad thing to be saying at all.
Hey,
For you.
Shout out to the cartel.
Okay, just that joke is like it
It's not a
interferes in
joke.
the
It's not a
conversation.
joke. I know some
It is a
clowns.
joke because it's so stupid.
I
Obviously,
know some people in the cartel.
and you think that they would care about me discussing their
They
existence?
wouldn't want me to talk
yeah,
about it.
Yeah, they like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
Okay, can I just ask as a podcaster for you guys not to make a big deal out of things that are not a big deal? Because it seems pretty bare bones.
That's personal to you, though.
It's not a big deal to acknowledge that you think that they're tracking down news stations
I
in
don't even
America
know
that report on the cartel?
I don't even know what
They
you're
don't
talking
give a
about. Cartel,
fuck.
What's that?
Okay.
Never even heard of that before.
But I mean, do you see what happens when I'm trying to have a conversation and then you guys completely just take it off the rails? Also, can we have it quiet over here? Why are people talking?
But yeah, like,
What are you flustered by now? What happened? He doesn't want to leave? What the fuck? Why are we even having this fucking conversation? Nobody's supposed to be coming here unless they're invited.
What the hell happened?
Fucking Lit Poppy showed up and he wants to come on the podcast. It's like, motherfucker, do not show up to my fucking podcast unless you're invited. Why is that so hard to understand?
That's a fact.
If there ever was a chance that we're going to talk to you on the podcast, that opportunity has vanished in thin air because you're disrespecting this fucking location by coming here without being invited. I don't know who gave you the address, but it's fucking retarded that we even have to talk about this.
I feel like Yuri was.
Let's move
And I
on.
realize I'm getting triggered by multiple things on top of each other, including the cartel thing. But this is also
the
fucking
cartel.
stupid that our energy has to even be spent on this. Don't fucking come here if you're not invited. God damn it. Anyway,
Let's move on.
ketamine. I could use some right now. We are all blunt.
Yeah, let's smoke.
Who I smoke?
Who? Hey, I heard that in the club this weekend, and that shit was booming.
It went crazy?
Heard that in the club?
In the club at the Vibe.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's
They don't
booming.
bleep
You
out the
said in
names or
Dubai?
anything?
The club is called the Vibe.
I thought this nigga said in Dubai. I'm like, when did you get on
No,
the
I
flight?
didn't go to Dubai.
That's a stupid ass name for a club, The Vibe.
The Vibe be booming.
It
What
seems
are you
like
talking
It
about?
seems like it's ran
The
by
vibe
Yes
be
Jules.
booming.
They do. Every week, Sundays, they party.
Okay. I got the weed, I got the blunts. Anybody want any edibles? Mm-mm. We got
No,
a
bro.
shitload of edibles right
I'm
now.
not gonna let you fucking lace me again.
I mean, honestly, these things seem like they're more consistent than the ones that I tried to lace you with before. Like, I haven't seen or heard about anybody having an adverse experience from these 2020 future gummies. Come on, just eat one.
No.
You're smoking a joint. You're already going to be so high.
Bro,
That,
edibles and me, like the body
was-
high, I can't do that shit.
I was trying not to pass him the joint the whole time.
I can't believe that you're even holding it together right now after smoking
He's
weed.
doing a pretty good job too, honestly.
My tolerance is getting there. You know what I had this weekend though?
Gay sex?
Oh my God. Here you go. Shroom gummies, bro.
Oh, you told me that.
I had like 5. I felt amazing.
How were they?
They were fire. I need to get some more.
Were you drinking at the same time as doing all these shrooms? Really?
And I felt amazing.
Maybe I should have Trevor do this. Is Trevor like out there not occupied with removing people from here?
Nobody helped me. Let's just say that. They were all on their phone acting like I was not trying to deal with this thing.
Well, that's stupid too.
Yeah.
Thanks,
The woman should not have
that's
to do
a
that.
fact. That's
Yeah,
Move
why the
somebody
fuck?
out.
I mean, I understand that Yuri has no spine and he's not even really a man, but what the fuck? We can yell at everybody after this.
Let's
Okay.
do it after,
yeah,
Yeah.
if somebody shows up, why is Laura the one having to deal with it? What the fuck?
That ain't
We'll
cool.
talk about that all this after.
I don't even want Trev to roll a blunt now.
Shout out to Laura though.
He's a
That's all I
coward.
want to say.
Now Laura
Hey,
comes
Laura
in and
the
she holds it down.
Laura the
She
logo.
holds it down. I give it
Laura,
that.
Laura takes very strict control about who enters this
love-
premises.
I love
Yes,
that.
she does. I
I
respect
love that,
that.
honestly.
If this is your first time watching the No Jumper Show, I promise that we don't normally have Keemstar and Fousey invade. We don't normally have to like boot somebody out. I never get mad on the podcast. That's never happened before.
Yeah. That was the real deal.
Okay, but now that we've cooled down a little bit, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right?
I mean, look. At the end of the day, I understand what you were saying.
It's
but
like AD taking over every conversation about seafood and also
Do know these texts.
Housephone.
Seafood.
Yeah, that we can't talk about seafood without you being like, "Don't say it, don't say that."
Oh, that. I get it now.
Dude, I just interviewed Remble and I mentioned
His music is fire.
yes, but I
oh,
said
you interviewed Rambo?
I did,
Oh my fucking god,
bro. Gordon Ramsay freestyle,
That shit's fire.
2006
I'm so
with a
glad-
sidekick.
I'm so glad
Yo,
you fucking.
he
tapped
says
in.
so much. He's really only got like a handful of songs
And
or
they're all- I
videos
know,
out, but they're
amazing.
all
No, that's cap though.
fire.
He
I
been
went to
rapping.
everything
He's
in
been
Apple
rapping.
Music and shit. Was listen
But,
to all
but
this
I
stuff
went to
one
his
day.
Apple Music, and
gotta
it's
go-
like I seen.
Not even Apple Music. You got to go back to the YouTube, honestly.
What are y'all talking about?
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go back to
Too much going on
We
today.
didn't get booted off stream, right? Why the fuck would we get booted off stream?
Yeah, there's too much going on.
There needs to be like less things that are distracting us from having a conversation.
This usually does not happen. This is
Nah,
I know.
Sorry
This
to
is the first-
everybody.
Yeah, this is just a wild episode, I guess.
Oh, all right. Here's a fucking spicy topic that I wanted to discuss that I think that will
Spice
be
talking.
interesting for the people at home. I'm sure they'll have opinions about it. So we have decided that Duno is officially becoming a co-host on At the End of the Day, which, for if you don't know, it takes
Damn,
place
that's
every
fire.
Wednesday at 6 p.m. It's currently AD as the ringleader, and then T-Rel, his homie,
Do know.
and then Duno is the third. The question is, should we be looking for someone to replace AD on the No Jumper Show, or is AD a permanent addition to the No Jumper Show? Given that he has his own podcast on Wednesday, it's not necessarily, we don't necessarily, like, I think in a perfect world, maybe like the Tuesday and the Wednesday shows would have completely different casts.
True.
It's a conversation. What do you think?
I think that Duno is so fucking good on camera, and honestly, he's so fucking hilarious. And like I think the dynamic of like, see, but you guys are kind of like similar but different though.
Me
like,
and him?
No,
gang members?
No.
Oh my God.
I'm a gang member.
No, they're not gang members. I meant AD and Duno have like similar kind of like viewpoints. I feel like y'all need something else to balance it out.
See, that was the thing that I thought. Like, I honestly really, really liked the No Jumper Show last week with Duno. I thought that was a fucking great one.
That was pretty good.
We all had a great time the whole time, but it felt like 4 loud ass
Too much.
dudes. It was like a lot of the same energy. Not like we're all obviously completely different people, but we all have that sort of aggressive dude personality, and it felt like it was maybe like a little bit redundant.
Too much.
I mean, a little bit too much energy, and I mean that. I don't know. In my mind, I could like imagine this me and Housephone, and then we find like the funniest dude in the world, and that's our co-host.
I don't think
Sushi Boy Mexico.
Who was that?
Bro, that's my comedian homie. He's literally the funniest nigga I've ever met in my life. And this nigga needs to be on camera every day, all day. If he came in here and we have Trevor filmed everything he said, literally, bro.
I gotta meet him.
I just freestyled this. I don't even know, like, bro, literally the funniest nigga from Atlanta, like super tapped in, like.
He live out here?
He lives in New Mexico, but he be out here all the time. But I'm finna get this
How
nigga.
would he commit to a Tuesday show?
He used to live in LA and he could move back. That nigga got bread. He not broke. He could move to LA tomorrow if he wanted to.
Oops.
Anyway, I'm gonna put y'all on.
I gotta check him out.
Fuck, I want to try.
No,
one
you
so
want
bad.
it? Tastes so good.
Try one so bad.
I'm not doing it.
How many milligrams is in this one strip?
It's 1,000 for the whole
All
thing.
right, I'll be fine.
So I feel like 10 pieces per bag.
I
is
swear to
like-
God, did you put acid on this one again? Huh?
100 per. Yeah.
Nah. That's like if I took a 100 milligram perk, I'd be off in the moon.
You've probably done that before too. 100 milligram perk. I mean, you could get there by combining perks.
Exactly. But you can only get to 90 if you take a couple 30s.
We gotta start cutting them up.
3, 6.
3, 6, 9. Damn girls fine. About to pop a Percocet one more time. Get low.
Get low, get low.
The lumberjack returns.
Get low from the windows to the wall, to the wall, to the sweat drip down my ball. Okay.
All these females.
Ski.
How big a deal? Don't do that. Whoa. How big a deal you think it's gonna be when my Sean Kingston interview drops? Are the streets still concerned about Sean
You're
Kingston?
way too beautiful, girl. Okay, I'm high as fuck. I'm
Right.
tripping.
I'm high now. Something like this.
Yo, but he came through, did the whole fucking interview. He glazed, skimmed past some of the more controversial stuff. I didn't make him relive getting beat up by the Migos or anything like
Forgot
that.
about that. What?
Yeah, I didn't make him relive
Know about
that.
Amigos?
You didn't know about that?
But he put a lot of shit together. Like, he was a behind the scenes, like mastermind putting shit together.
When
bro.
he's talking about those early days of all these artists coming to LA, he's pretty much like, if they weren't sleeping on my couch, they were sleeping on Soulja Boy's couch.
swear to God.
That was the fucking
That was the thing.
apprenticeship program at the time. If him and Soulja had actually signed a lot of
Had
these
a label.
artists to on papers, they would be. I mean, he seems like he's doing just fine music wise,
That's a
or
fact.
money wise, but they would be so stupidly rich if they had been able to sort of
I
make
mean,
that.
shit. I feel like they still use those connections and use the fact that like they did help a lot of those artists. They use that to keep pushing their careers forward in different ways. You feel me?
I haven't even heard this song that Soulja Boy put out that allegedly is like super popular.
Make it clap.
Have you
Bro,
heard
you
it?
never
It's
heard
like
Make
the
It Clap?
biggest fucking
She make it
TikTok
clap,
song.
Clap. She make it clap.
Oh,
clap.
okay. Maybe I heard that.
You've definitely heard it.
I just feel like I heard so much about it being a popular song, but I haven't really heard it that much.
Video.
There's a
Video's
whistle
out
on
too.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the biggest TikTok song.
Fucking Soulja Boy goes and does bootleg Kev.
I
That's
haven't
where he
seen it
decided
yet.
to
I
drop
want
his.
to see that.
You're dying to watch it.
I am.
You know what's crazy? Remember that when he was going stupid viral, I'm the best. I fucking
Yes.
blah blah. Bro, it's crazy because didn't he do your interview first? But he was like hella calm.
Yes.
And then he went and did Everyday Struggle. Hey, wait. Me and Tracy was talking about this last night. Me and Tracy literally.
When is Tracy gonna do No Jumper? Do you
Yeah,
start talking about that?
I keep telling him to come. He keeps saying, bro, I want to do it for real. But look, me and Tracy went and we listened to we went through basically every era of Soulja Boy last night, and we were just talking about how everything he was saying was not a lie, bro. He literally put on so many people and did so many things for. We just found out that he was the first rapper to ever win the Icebox.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
He
they
was
say
fucking,
you owe money.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, you were the first, but nigga, where's the rest of our bread? They literally said that.
Isn't that incredible that actually happened?
No, but bro, it was like 2010, 2011. I remember this. He had the Soulja Boy Juice mixtape. Soulja got the
remember that,
juice.
yeah.
And he was shooting it in the Icebox. He was one of the first rappers that was vlogging and posting daily vlogs and shit. Nigga, he was the first viral dance rapper. He's really the first rapper that ever got popular from just directly uploading to his YouTube. He was the first rapper to do that ever that got signed multi-million-dollar deals and all that. That was Soulja Boy. Completely was the first rapper to ever that ever.
You know
happened
who
to.
was very early on it too was Joe Budden. Because when I
Yeah.
go back to the Joe Budden channel, I was going through the oldest uploads.
Yeah.
And it was fully there's just all these old ass shitty quality videos of him just hanging out with his friends doing the most random shit. I seen a video that was called White Power, and I clicked on it just why is there a video called White
He's
Power?
like, I gotta click on
this
this one
appeals to
first.
my interests. I
this
also
one
am racist, and I click it, and then it's literally him playing Monopoly with a couple of people, and I didn't even watch it long enough to hear what the joke was, but I'm assuming that at one point somebody said white power. I don't know, but either way, he was doing mad shit back then.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Anybody who was early up on the internet shit back then is the ones that are still around and shit, doing shit now, you know?
Yeah, but that's the question: is how much does that shit really actually help your career?
Bro, if Soulja Boy
It
didn't
helped
have
Soulja. He didn't came back 8 times.
Bro, he didn't came back every time, bro.
Yeah.
You can't
But he
never
comes
count him
back
out.
with the music. It's not like the vlogging ever became this
No, but I'm
consistent,
saying
sustainable thing.
He was revolutionary by doing that shit first, you feel me?
Yeah, I'm just saying, in the long run, I don't really think that we saw proof that it actually was.
Bro,
a good
every
thing.
rapper copied the blueprint after that.
Did they really though? There's no successful rapper who consistently vlogs.
Wiz Khalifa, Day to Day.
Successful rapper who consistently vlogs. I don't think he consistently
consistently.
vlogs.
Bro, they've been putting them shits out for years. The dumb Day to Day.
No, they do it all.
But think about a vlog. DDG is a vlog.
Okay, you're right. All right. Not like a whole show vibe.
It's as
Lil
soon as
Yachty's
it
been
starts to
very
become
consistent
more.
with his.
Bro, why did Yachty text me yesterday saying he's gonna send me his nail polish line?
Fire. Tell him to send me one too.
Should we rock it? Should I
Yes,
become
you
a nail
should.
polish guy for
I'm
a
not
week?
rocking it.
I'm rocking it. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems like some fucking weirdo
Tap me in.
behavior, to be totally
Tap
honest.
me in, Yachty. Let's
you
go.
paint your nails? Or you don't? You stop because you're afraid AD's gonna make fun of you?
No, I never did.
You never did?
I let this girl paint him in high school one time on some.
Do you think it's sus?
I mean, I would get a little polish. I maybe get a little sicko logo or something on the tip paw.
No, V-Lone on the first finger, Sicko
V-Lone.
on the next one, Revenge fucking lightning bolt on the next one,
A fucking eagle, American flag.
Eagle.
American Eagle,
Exactly.
the Aeropostale logo. That's what bitches be doing. They be getting every nail a different design.
Yeah,
Is it
that's what I'm saying.
Aeropostale? I
Aeropostale.
always say Aeropostale.
Aeropostale.
I honestly don't know. I've never even been in that store. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
For reals?
The fuck am I gonna do in there?
That was the one where it's where you were trying to be different because everybody else was wearing Hollister and American
Abercrombie.
Eagle and Abercrombie.
When
so
I was
you gotta go to
growing
that other
up, let's rewind to the year 2001
Hey,
when
niggas
I'm in
got-
11th grade. It was if you went to the mall, if you had money, you went to Abercrombie. If you didn't have any money, you went to Aeropostale. And if you were somewhere in the middle, you maybe went
I
to
hate
American
the way
Eagle.
you say that. I don't know why.
Yeah, I hate it too. But that was pretty much how it was set up, right? The Abercrombie was the nice shit. That was Gucci to us in high school, except I thought this shit was whack because I was a BMX thug and I just didn't want anything to do with
Feel on
anything.
thug. I just feel on thug.
Didn't they do some shit?
Hands
Some
in my
racist shit?
cup.
Who? Abercrombie?
Yeah.
They had super
The little
strict
monkey. Who did the monkey shit?
monkey.
Yeah, somebody did. I think that was them.
No, the fucking turtleneck with the monkey face. That was Gucci.
No, that wasn't a monkey face. That was just some blackface shit. I
No,
know.
it was
I
something
know.
else,
I
though.
know. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about some different shit.
screen guy? Can we search? Josh is freaking out, screaming at Yuri or something.
All right, well, we know.
Shit, let's just read the chat then.
So what? It is
We got
members
members
only.
up?
It's definitely not members only right now.
It said
Yeah.
Housephone showed up. The fuck?
If you want to put on members only mode, that would be good. We could sort of smoke this blunt. that I'm
Speaking
about
of
to roll.
members only, I saw you did the Kid Trunks interview.
You like
Fire,
that?
Yeah.
Shout out to Kid Trunks.
He got so
Yeah.
high in the middle of it that he kind of had to like tap out a little bit.
His music is actually stupid hard.
Yo, they didn't have Hollister when I was growing up. That kind of came
Really?
around later. I feel like,
I used to wear Hollister.
and that shit blew my mind when I
I know that
realized.
shit was tight as hell on you. I know.
Yo,
It had to be. It was tight as hell.
when
on
I
me.
realized that people in the hood were rocking Hollister, that kind of blew my fucking mind.
They got an H&M
would-
did the monkey thing.
Bro, you would get popped by a nigga. Oh, it was H&M.
But what did they do? What
You
was
would
the
get
H&M
popped
monkey
by.
thing?
It was like I don't know. They did some shit. I forgot. I don't remember. I remember it was.
It was
something.
big though when it happened.
Something about a black person and a monkey. I don't remember.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're getting offended by racism by corporations.
For real.
Okay.
It's been so many of them since then.
I don't know if it's going to be showing on the screen, but we do have the members only chat popped up right here. We see a lot of classics. We got Logic, who we modded
It
in
said
there.
"Mommy's Little Monkey" shirt, I guess, but it's like.
Cool. Oh, and it was a little black.
Yeah,
the
there it
shirt
was.
wouldn't have mattered, but it was a little black kid was chosen to model it. I remember this. That's a weird one because nobody would have thought twice about it if it was a little
No
white
one
kid wearing
would've
it, right?
Thought about that.
But then at some point, some black kid would have thrown it on. They would have posted a photo of it, and they would have been like, "Look how offensive this is." 'Cause AD, I just saw. I asked him, I'm like, "You think it's weird that I call my daughter a little monkey?" He goes, he's like, "I would never say that to my kid."
Yeah.
And then I was thinking, I'm like, "Damn, like that's an interesting thing that I say that to my kid and don't even think about the racism aspect at all."
Damn.
Yeah.
That's why I had to really like elaborate that in my head, like, because it could have been a subliminal thing, or it could have just been literally just a bunch of people in the office, like, "Oh yeah, this is cute."
I mean, there's no.
I don't understand why people don't go through the steps of like approving shit.
Yeah, but all these corporations now, like, they have to have somebody along the way who's
That's what I'm
basically their
saying.
job is to monitor this for like who will this piss off. Like, I feel like I would be capable of that job because I've spent so much time paying attention to the internet that you kind of know what's gonna piss people off. But I don't know, some of it, like the Gucci, well, yeah, the blackface turtleneck.
Yeah.
Maybe
That
I-
was bad.
I probably
With
could
the
have guessed
super
that.
dark red lips and then and just black eyes, like that shit was weird.
That might have been. That might have.
And they had some white bitch
It
modeling it too. It just looked weird. It looked super weird. It was just like you're Gucci, like you're not some random brand, like, you know.
Yeah, it's like at a certain point, there's a lot of shit you got to look out for. You got to be worried about a lot of different people getting offended. If you're not going to be offending somebody on some racial lines,
That
you're
was an
probably
easy
gonna
one, though.
you're gonna do some trans shit. You're gonna fucking piss somebody off like that. It's just kind of inevitable. But I mean, does anyone actually think that like Gucci is still suffering in the long term?
Everybody's wearing Gucci again. I came with a Gucci bag too.
How long did that shit even last for? Maybe
Gucci
like
bucket
6
hat,
months. You heard
Gucci
people
bucket
say
hat.
that?
Yeah,
Future made a whole song about a Gucci bucket.
I mean, but they did go get Dapper Dan and like really bring him.
yeah,
into
they
the fold,
really
so-
did, bro.
Yeah,
Bro, man.
But they were already doing that because they ripped off Dapper Dan for a separate collection. That was way before the fucking turtleneck shit came out. Someone said any new interviews coming. What the fuck do you think, brother? Okay. Here we go. AD, in your words, why did Yazzie get fired from her show, which is really your show?
She didn't get fired. She left.
She chose to leave.
Yeah, anybody told her to leave.
How do you view this?
Honestly, I didn't even know she left. They just said you guys just said she's not doing it no more. So I was like, okay.
Right, but how do you feel about the fact that your toxic nature is the reason why she wanted to leave?
My toxic nature?
I
What did
mean,
I do?
Some might characterize it that way. I don't know.
Why? What did I do that was toxic?
I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention, but I mean, I've heard that you were toxic. No, not even from her. I just feel like, in general, you guys didn't really seem to get along. I'm just looking for any information we can get about that.
I was talking to her today. That's my friend. I talk to her on the phone all the time.
You think it's better for the friendship that you guys are not potting together?
I mean, I hit her up. I was like, hey, I hope you're doing okay. She was fine. Like,
Okay. That's good.
Did anybody think that me and Yassi like eloped and ran away when we both didn't show up?
that was
did not
that
cross
was like
my
the
mind.
that was like the biggest comment though.
Was it really?
Yeah, on the episode.
Not eloped, but like that we just ran away together. Like, we're out of here.
I did not consider the possibility of that. I think that she's wise enough to not take part in such a thing. Do you see how Fousey got a little excited when he realized that she was his Middle Eastern sister?
Oh yeah, he was at all.
Very general. ethnicity.
I'm not
similarity.
gonna hold
high
you.
now.
I'm not gonna hold you. That was one of the best things that like. This whole episode was actually really funny. Now that I'm thinking back on it,
This is probably the sloppiest mess. You really
Yuri
don't
might
know
get
what's
fired
gonna.
after this episode. Honestly,
Well, his manhood is in question. His manhood is being called into question. That's for sure. He left Laura high and dry.
He's looking at Laura.
I told them not to open the door.
Can't you? Yuri just gleefully let this person in.
I'm not even gonna snitch on this nigga, but I seen him on the phone walking to the door, like, wait, what's going on? And then,
Oh, my God.
Yuri.
I mean, don't you have a mental image in your head of like Yuri's house getting broken into and him sending Riley out to fix the problem? Yo, look at this. This girl donated $5 and said, Adam, I know you did a long time ago, but will you do another Larry June interview with his new
Yeah,
album
we
coming out in
do.
June?
Larry
Yes.
June's fire.
I actually, before you even said that, I hit him up a couple of weeks ago and I said, can we please do another interview? Because I noticed that he's like totally re-blowing up.
killing
People
it.
fucking with him all
He
over
is
again.
killing it,
Totally
bro.
different style than what he was doing when I did that first interview with
that's
him.
why I've never seen someone rebrand. But it's not even rebrand. He stayed just consistent and just he kept evolving with the music and really found his fucking style.
I just got
and his
tapped in like the last
sound.
8 months, and I love
Bro,
all of it.
The last year of his output has been fucking insane, and it's all been consistent. The views have been going up, bro. Man, shout out to fucking Larry June,
If
bro.
anything with Larry June, it's impressive that he had a wave in like 2015 or
yeah.
whatever, and
2016.
then you know slowed down for a while. But you always feel like as an up and coming artist that if his shit slows down, like maybe it's not gonna ever do
Yeah.
good again. But that's what's dope with his shit is to see that he just kept going with the music and got
Hell
to a
yeah.
point where. You know,
And it's
people
not
really
no,
fuck with it.
and it's not no fucking weird drama shit. It's not no weird like
good music.
His popularity has increased not because he started dating some Instagram model bitch, nothing like that, bro. It's literally just off of his music evolving and just getting like fucking, just finding his groove, man. He really he found his core, you know. What?
I was reading it. Tiny Kid.
Tiny good.
That's T-Real.
T-Rail,
That's what they call him on
Tiny
Wednesdays.
Tiny Cool.
My nigga T-Rail. Why did I say I drugged him? What the fuck?
Don't know.
You drug T-Rail?
That's what
Oh
I'm like.
my
What the fuck?
God.
I fuck with him because he got a beautiful family I've seen on the gram.
They do
That's
YouTube
fire.
too.
Followed him.
That's fire.
Oh, they
That's-
do?
That's fire as
Ooh,
fuck.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah. Hey, drop the link to the T-Rail family chat.
Actually,
Heather Sanders, T-Real, something like that.
me and Lena have a fucking video coming out, a family channel video. We haven't done one since the baby was born, but that's pretty exciting. I'm not gonna, for the record, with the members only, I'm not gonna just answer the Robesman question every week.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Literally, I just feel like it's kind of like perverse at a certain point. Like, how many times could I possibly?
Well, at least they asked a different question now, not what happened to them. They said, "Do you still talk to him, and would you ever bring him back for a reunion?" I don't think Roseman is interested in coming back and doing any type. I think he's just away from that type of lifestyle
Yeah,
altogether.
would I do it if he wanted to do it? Sure, I would
Yeah,
definitely have
right.
him on here. I don't know that he wants to.
I don't think he's interested in doing that anymore.
But I mean, you know, you guys think about Robesman and I's friendship probably like 100,000 times more than I think about my friendship.
probably more than he does too. It's
Because
probably
the
like
whole
that.
thing is that, like, yeah, he stopped doing the podcast, but I already at that point had basically
pretty much-
decided I just want to do these podcasts alone because I don't really like having a co-host that much,
Mm.
and so it was already happening before anything
Yeah.
else, you know. So.
It's just like that, man.
Damn, Adam looking pregnant. I do feel kind of chubby. I've been doing this thing where I
Damn,
eat super good all week. I eat so good and work out every single morning.
I hate
and then
when they
Friday,
fucking-
I get super high and just fucking eat way too
Fridays
much.
is bad though.
Yeah. Actually, you're not coming Friday, right?
I'm out of town.
Okay, good.
All right, I'm coming. I'm coming this Friday for real.
Well,
said
I was
that
about
last
to say that we don't have a seat for you because we already have.
Vale, Kiki.
No, it's Kiki,
Hey.
Yuri, and Eliza.
Well, look.
Doesn't deserve it.
Yeah,
You don't think Eliza deserves it?
No, Yuri.
Yuri doesn't deserve. Well, that might be true. Maybe we can.
Yuri
I
might
still don't
get-
think Housephone's going to show up, but
I'm gonna show up.
Yuri.
I want to see.
I think
Eliza.
Housephone's show if a girl shows up.
I wanna
Yuri
see
is-
Eliza anyway,
We
yeah.
have to punish Yuri in some way for
Yeah.
his absolute abandonment. Are we off stream? It says right there that we are.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, was it Fousey?
It might have been for bro. Fousey's powers.
It's still live, but people are getting kicked out of the stream. They have to keep going back into the stream.
So people are getting
So
kicked
that
in
was
and
the
out.
reason why you left.
So that's why you were a coward? Yo, someone said, what crypto wallet would you recommend to use, Adam? As if I know even one crypto wallet. I am not a... yeah, I've heard of Coinbase.
Kyle said June 15th, June 15th high rollers colorway.
I read a New York Times article about how Coinbase is racist.
I'm gonna put July 15th on the ankle.
I didn't really buy it, but I did read it. Ski mask interview? God, that would be great.
That would be great.
Somebody help us line that up.
I'm fucking high.
You're high? You ready to get higher? We got a blunt right here, my
They
friend.
said it cuts
Fuck
in
it.
and out.
It's been cutting in and out. Maybe we should just end it now. Yuri, top 10 things I don't
God.
want you doing in here while we're recording a podcast is dropping your kendama, you fucking coward.
Or just
You
let it.
already let us down. Laura already felt like she wasn't physically safe because you guys are pussies.
I told him he could. I know.
You told him he could come in.
On the phone.
I told him I was like, he doesn't want you on the podcast. He's like, they don't know me. My friends on board.
They know me. I know a lot of people. That doesn't mean I want you on the fucking podcast.
I mean, okay. Listen, let's be fair from his perspective.
We were talking about him.
We
He
were
thought, I
talking
could
about
pull up
him.
and get some clout.
Yeah.
Who? What
Yeah.
idiot gave him the fucking address in the first place? Like, obviously, we just don't want you to just come here randomly.
Huh?
Keemstar, that makes sense.
Oh,
Keemstar
what?
Place. Keemstar's not thinking that this is
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
low-key place. It's unlike the store, you know?
Yeah, it's not the story. Yeah.
Where is
That is
Kanye?
fucked up if somebody gave him the address. though.
Housephone Michigan tape is coming soon.
Yeah, but YouTubers don't live with the same fear that we live with, you know?
Yeah.
Like, fucking...
I don't have no fear while we're
I don't
here.
got no fear.
Okay. But
I have no fear either, but like, you know, it's like
honestly, though, you gotta stop doing that.
What did I do?
Alluding to that so much.
It's a joke.
it's a joke.
It's not a joke, obviously.
Oh my god!
How
now,
you gonna say
now
it's a
not a joke. Now it's not a joke.
Nigga said it's not a joke.
I'm just saying, like, I'm watching the Minorities vlog and it's dope, but I'm also like, does he really have to brag about that? Like, it just doesn't seem like a good idea going forward. Because at some
They
point,
like when I talk about the Blammies. What are you talking about?
who gives a fuck what they like? I'm talking about you staying out of jail. If you got caught up like that, then they're gonna be looking at us like, oh, y'all let them brag about that 5 million fucking times on the podcast. It just
That is a point.
doesn't seem like a good idea to always emphasize it.
I'm gonna start bringing knives.
You know, that I do like, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that video of those two fucking guys in England slicing
Yes,
each other
that
open
shit
on my
was
Twitter?
crazy.
No, I didn't
Best
see that.
video.
Wait, sit. I want to watch it right
It's
now.
just two dudes.
Now that's scary though.
far
Like
back
it's
in
too.
the-
it was worse than the Lil Reese video.
Yes.
Like-
These motherfuckers have giant
They
swords.
got
nah.
big ass machetes.
You're never gonna be able to find it. It's fucking.
I'm not gonna look for it, but I'm just like,
It was so gnarly. Yeah, I don't know. I noticed that our number of people watching has dropped dramatically. I feel like this.
They say
this
YouTube is tripping.
Yeah, YouTube's tripping. Fuck this thing.
Is
All
this-
right. Much respect to everybody out there who watched this. I'm sorry this was the
How long did we go?
sloppiest
How long did we
edition.
go?
A little bit, 2
2
hours.
hours.
A little over 2 hours.
Yeah, we have been putting up big boy numbers the last couple times, honestly.
But hey, look at that. New Dono vlog. Duno. I'm fucking turning into Arthur saying it wrong. New Duno vlog is solid. Trevor and his comedic timing with the vlogging is perfect. That's really good to hear because I haven't really got a chance to check those comments. But if you're looking for something to go watch after this, go check out the vlog that we just dropped with Duno at the Desto Dub birthday party with Draco the Ruler. Fucking Lexi Pantera is in this vlog for some
What?
reason.
When you gonna drop the Banks Mike vlog?
Oh, the vlog?
Yeah, I want. You know, I had a lot of funny moments. Had a lot of funny moments in that one. I want to see that one.
Oh my god.
The vlog from today is gonna be funny too.
Yeah.
We got a lot of crazy shit going on, man.
For sure. Shout out to everybody who watched this. We will be back in a much more structured manner next Tuesday.
Nah, we gonna be.
And watch at the end of the day tomorrow.
Yes.
You coming too?
Well, if you're gonna kick off the other person, but I don't know that that's a.
I mean, I don't think. Well, just come anyway. It doesn't matter. It's your shit.
We'll see what
And I'm
happens.
finna stream right now.
And we did real good views last week.
Okay, well, never
Oh,
mind.
that's a good idea. Yeah.
All right.
If YouTube's all fucked up, then
I
fuck
don't
it.
even want to try. Fuck, I'm going home.
Yeah,
See y'all
actually, I
niggas
see
later.
everybody saying nothing loading.
Wait. But I will be here on Friday because
Allegedly, yeah, because Yuri's on punishment.
yeah, Yuri's fired again.
I don't want to see you and
just
Alaza
kidding.
on the stream together. They're gonna be fingering each other and shit.